Right. What's going on? Realm. What is going on? Let's see what is going on in the realm today. What's going on? Hustler Motivate. My man. Good to see you, brother. Six Slayer. What's going on, brother? The Lord of Audio Visuals. Dizzy, what's up, man? What's going on, Diz? Yeah, I might have to make an emergency call to LOGNET, man. The Lords are in the bushes, man. Oh, man. Red Raven, what's up? Swamp Boy, what's up? Spider, what's going on? Phantom Kraken, what's happening? Back from the dead, my Destiny bro. What's up, man? Let me know if my levels is good. Talk to me, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what's going on. Oh, man. Yeah, this is going to be a funny show. We got a lot of people in the bushes today, man. A lot of unforeseen circumstances. Oh, what's going on, brother? Oh, dang, Hustle and Motivate with $2 super chat. Peace, love, and positivity. Yes. That's what it's about. That is what it's about. Shilla Design, what's going on? The levels are sweet. Audio is good, my man. Thank you. All right, let me shout out. Damn, I missed somebody in the realm that definitely sent some love earlier. So, J-Force Games, man. Salute. Welcome to the realm, brother. Thank you for that, man. Much appreciated. You know what I mean? Came in early. You were first. You know? So that's love, man. But yeah, we're going to try to figure this thing out today. You know, it's a big show. King, yeah, not everyone's in the bushes living, but King has been confirmed. King is good. So the King will be here. But we do have some news with Sov and Attic. You know, I know Sov yesterday was supposed to be with me on what you call it, Phantom Kraken. I use a Yeti. Sov was supposed to be with me yesterday with Seasoned Gaming, and then he got a work emergency, so he's been working nonstop, and he told me it would bleed into today. So Sov I kind of knew might be in the bushes, but Attic right now, yeah, he's in the bushes possibly because power's out in his town. He's been trying to work around and see what he can do. Well, hopefully LOGNET can come in and save the day. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see what's going on, man. But otherwise than that, we got a good show. You know what I'm saying? And who's that? Other Zing, man. Salute, Other Zing. Thank you. Good to see you. And what's going on? I ran a couple of LG players. So happy. Thank you for that back from there on the Destiny Sharper ring. I appreciate you and the clan. Me and you got to play together. Just get some stuff. Yeah, Red Raven. Attic might be in the bushes, y'all. He lost power. Anthony Boy, what's up? Yeah, he lost power. He's on his phone. His phone got like one bar energy left. He can't charge nothing. Plus, I remember y'all, it's winter, it's cold, you know. So send some love to Attic. Hopefully, this town can get that. And but anyway, we're gonna push on. You know what I'm saying? But the King hopefully should push up. If not, y'all gonna get a whole lot of Cognito there. Y'all gonna get my first solo album. The way this is looking, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want that Cognito solo? Breaking free from the laws on my own. Volume 1. Let me stop. I miss my brothers though. Hopefully they'll be okay. And we get this. Oh, what's up, Forte? Attic always in the bushes, so we do. Listen, man. You know, sometimes you gotta break away from the 4 temptations. You gotta drop your Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? I might have to do my Michael Jackson one too, right quick. You know what I'm saying? Off the wall. I might have to hit y'all with that. Yo, Dizzy, you foul. Alex Electricity, some hamster. Yo, y'all damn wrong. But anyway, so King should be coming through. I'll mute until he gets here. And we'll chill out, man. So we'll see you guys in a bit before King comes in and gives us a copyright strike with his musical introduction. See y'all in a minute. Much love, time to meet you. $10 super chat. Even though you didn't respond to my tweets, I mean that. Cog, don't change your demeanor because of some people's. I feel you, brother. They can kick rocks. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Much love. Yeah, so that Michael Jackson LordCognito album might be happening. Haven't heard from the king yet. We may have to start hot, coming in hot, man. You know what I'm saying? You might get my Off the Wall album before Thriller. So we'll see what's going on. I see the TCLs going in the chat, Eagles fan. But yeah, we might start soon, man. But we'll get people to file into the congregation, you know what I'm saying, as soon as they can. And hopefully the Lord's figure out, you know, what's going on. But we got a lot of fun for y'all playing. All right? I'll talk to you in a minute. I am live. The LordCognito solo album seems to happen today. So welcome to the realm, man. Iron Lord Podcast with live lordsofgaming.net, hopefully. And episode 189, you know what I'm saying? Another glorious Sunday. We're back at the round table on the Lord's Day. And today we've got Cyberpunk 2077. We got the refund issue. We got CDProjektRed versus Bioware, our games of the generation, and an ILP and LOGNET retrospective to discuss. So we gonna get started. So first, let me introduce, the young wolf. Let me introduce, the technical game of the Nostradamus. Then let me get where's the, they left me solo, son. Now, all jokes aside, definitely a tough day in the realm right now. You know what I'm saying? Addict, send some love out to Addict. Right now his town has lost power. I don't know what's going on. He's still figuring out. When I last spoke to him, he had like one bar left on his cell phone. So salute to him. It's very cold. People don't have heat. So no joking with him. But yeah, and then Sov, our Nostradamus himself, the Iron Bank, he got called in to work. He had a work emergency, so he's supposed to be with me. Shout out to Ainsley Season Gaming. He was supposed to be with me yesterday on Season Gaming, but he couldn't make that, and he told me we'd bleed into that. And then the King is coming. I think the King is coming, you know what I'm saying? So I know it's a solo situation, you know what I'm saying? But look, man, you know, Mike Jackson was the Jackson 5, and then he went solo. Let me stop. But of course, you already know we got the gaming ninja himself, the Shinobi Unlocked LordCognito, spreading that realness in the realm of the ILP, not telling you what you want to hear, what you need to hear, man. So shout out to The Last Word with Ibatis yesterday, man. Oh, man, it was so much fun. We had OB Katie Cat in the realm talking a lot about what's going on in Destiny. She's very passionate, you know what I'm saying? And it was a really fun show. As far as games, yeah, man, I've been playing a lot, man. It's been good to be on Series X, obviously. Destiny is in the building, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Race, he said spit them balls. Yeah. No doubt, I appreciate y'all. Bring me in, coach me in. Stitch like, bring me in, coach. People coming. LOGNET might save the day. Let me throw it up for LOGNET right quick, because LOGNET is definitely going to be coming in with the horses inside. Yo, y'all stupid. He said, is this the cow solo? Yo, I've had to, I bring the pain hardcore from the brain. Listen, he had to drop one, you know what I'm saying? So look, man, but all jokes aside, yeah, LOGNET should be in the building, but yeah, I've been playing a lot. What's up with my camera? What's going on with my camera? There we go. I've been playing a lot, man. I mean, it's been obviously Destiny to the death, man. I mean, just that Series X, it is phenomenal. 60 frames per second. Man, it's really transformative. 120 frames, Crucible. Trials came back this weekend. Don't know about those with death weapons, but it is what it is. And, yeah. Dramatic. What's going on? He's a cog better be awesome. David Ruffin. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Yeah, you stupid. But I've been doing that. Shout out to Yesha Grace. I still been getting that little bit of that in. Playing a ton of Gears Tactics. Gears Tactics. Man, it is so much added to the Series X version. Like I said, the Jack edition is very transformative. It's very cool. I really, really enjoyed that. And what else has been going on? Oh, we got to talk about that. Hive Busters, y'all. Who got a chance to play Hive Busters or DLC Gears 5? If you have Game Pass Ultimate, it is free. But Hive Busters is for real, man. Check that out. That is a blast. First of all, in my opinion, my humble opinion, that pushes the Series X as far as you want to see something to showcase your game, your system, right? You just got this $500 box, you know what I'm saying? And you can see what's up. Hold on, let me get the check. Yo, y'all savage. He said maybe Lord Side's Force Ghost can show. See, y'all clowned him on that damn the camera, you know what I'm saying? And look what happened. Now my man don't show up. Nah, all jokes aside, that's what's up. But yeah, Hive Busters looked phenomenal. Really, really enjoyed that. I had a lot of good things to say. Shout out to, I want to shout out some people. Shout out to Jansen. Shout out to Lemon, Lord Lemon. You want to wait Dragon in the building, you know what I'm saying? And of course, my brother Sinister and Requeno. We were getting in that we did 3-player co-op. We also did, my boy Sinister was on PC, so it's cross-play seamlessly. Yeah, Eagles fan. Graphical showcase. Man, I'm almost, I don't want to be negative because I'm like, it's so good. I just wish it was available at low. Uh-oh, somebody's coming in the realm. I see a SOS. I see a SOS in the realm. Is that Lord Dizzy? Lords of Gaming coming to save Cog's first file for a solo album? Is that Dizzy? Is his levels good? Is that Lords of Gaming head COO? We got to make sure his levels is good first, because I don't know if he can hear me, but I see him come through. You know what I'm saying? Just talk when you can, Diz, if you can hear me, because I don't hear your audio just yet. But shout out to Dizzy, shout out to LordsOfGaming.net. You know what I'm saying? But okay, perfect Shogun. What's going on, man? He said, shout out to LordCognito. Shadow swipe that like, salute, y'all. I appreciate y'all coming through. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, my brothers are down. But yeah, man. Oh, thank you, Crazy Greek. Yes, that is working for me. I don't want to blow it up live on air, what you wrote, but yes, that is working for me. It's been really cool. I've been really enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, shout out to the people before Hive Busters. Fantastic. Hold on one second, y'all. People are messaging me crazy. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this going. But yeah, man. So like I said, please, if you have Game Pass Ultimate, check out that Hive Busters. It really is a showcase. And what's cool they did is they've added each, it's a separate story, but they've added each of the gears have like special abilities. So it becomes a play style. And that's the part I really like about it. Each one has their own play style. So yeah, I've been doing that. And then, yeah, like I said, it's been Destiny and I want to shout out to people. Shout out to Clowns, Italian Clowns, shout out to Flamish. I've been doing a lot of Destiny Sherpa for a lot of people coming into the realm, man, doing that joint right there. So, yeah, that's been pretty much it. Let me check if Dizzy's levels. Dizzy, are you there? Can't hear you, brother. I see you, but I can't hear you. So make sure your levels is good. But, yeah, he said it's long and complete. Shout out to Stitch with the $2 super chat. You know what I'm saying? He said, Cog, do you think this is setting up Gear 6? Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. I think that, there we go, Diz. I hear you.
There we go.
There you go. You got your levels good. LogsOfGaming.net in the building.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I jumped in here, and then all of a sudden I decided to kick my speakers on the computer on instead of the headset. I was like, what is this?
You're live, brother. Remember, it's the Lord's Day. You're live. We didn't get that cam, Diz, or we behind it. We in the bushes. We in the bushes of the cam.
Give me just a little bit, and I will have the camera up.
My man.
I'm just waiting for people to exit the area.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, the king has come. Damn, I had my Michael Jackson on son. I was about to drop Thriller. I was about to drop bad albums, and then the king stole my thunder. Let me say. I see the king pull up in a minute, but yeah. As far as your question, what you call it, yeah, Stitch. I think this possibly could set up Gear 6. It's definitely a solo story, but you know, oh man, you know I gotta roll them in right. What's up? The levels is good. Let me hear you real quick before I give you that intro. Yeah, the levels is good. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you already know. Hold on 1 second. We got another super chat? Oh, okay, I just want to make sure we have another super chat. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we already know we got the incredible Hulk of this, aka the Excess Gamer.
Ooh.
The prophet of Xbox, hoodie down, king of the statues, who demands nothing less than that premium experience. It is the leader of the Fraud Alert movement.
Ooh.
Beloved Lord King. Stop at my Michael Jackson solo album.
Ooh. Guess who's in the building? Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda.
You gotta do that voice.
My son, you're all home.
I can't.
And daddy loves you most. See Mario in the background like, oh, wait till the lights go out. I'm gonna snuff that dude.
Yo, first off, I seen it up. You put it up on Twitter. People going crazy. Is that like super? I'm assuming that's super hard to find.
Nah,
it's not.
Right now, I think they're mass producing this dude at a level that is uncontrollable. Mm-hmm. Because normally on Sideshow you have an edition size at the bottom, right? Mm-hmm. This dude don't got no edition size.
Mm.
You know, I got me, mine. You know wifey, hers. There's no edition size at the bottom, so. That means they're mass producing this dude at a rate that's kind of crazy.
Do you think it's a tie in like kind of with the Mandalorian kind of situation?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
They just gonna make 1 million of them things. I mean they selling them at 300 and some change. And when I got it, I think it was 2 and some change. I don't know if the price went up on them. Mm-hmm. I think it was 2 and some change. Came up to like $300-$400 or whatever with tax and shipping.
Okay, that's what's up. So as we go on, like I know you got a chance to rock a little bit of Destiny this week, but what else have you been playing? Yo, first of all, that felt good. That felt
Yes,
good.
it
You know what I'm
did.
saying?
Yes,
Felt
it
good
did.
being my bro. You know what I'm saying? My bro, and we was rocking. You know what I'm saying? Learning how to get our easy bake oven open with
Oh
the
yeah, for
cookie
sure.
situation. Thank you for
That
putting
that,
me
that
on.
is getting on my nerve, and I gotta go to Riven too. So
Yeah, you got.
I gotta go there to masterwork my joint. I gotta go in there, and I gotta go to the wishing well, the wishing well.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah, so
So what you been playing, man? What's been going on?
okay, let me pull up my Game Pass app because
Oh,
they
here we go.
dropped some joint
Here we
that
go.
was in there, and my behind was like, "What? Bleed 2?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, Bleed 2 is so much fun. They did a stealth little drop with the Bleed 2,
Okay.
right? And I didn't know that Bleed 2 was gonna be up in there.
Mhm.
So my behind has been playing that. And they keep bothering me with that
What's up?
coming soon with the medium. They really
It's
getting
coming.
on my nerves.
It's coming.
All right, so MotoGP's in it. Oh, wait till I get upstairs. So Cold Vein, I popped that in,
Oh, okay.
and remember we did the interview with them with the
Yes.
Cold Vein, and we
Yes.
was already on that train. Attic was hype about that game for a minute.
Facts.
So I downloaded that. Elder Scrolls. I started my world again.
You did. You jumped back into it. You jumped back
Dogs,
to
do
it.
you understand what that game looks like right now?
That's true. I have not seen it, and I don't know how. Yeah, I could only imagine with Series X enhancements and stuff like that. Like, I mean,
Congratulations,
if it's raw,
Snaldo, on your the anniversary, man. Look,
oh, Lord Petey in the building again.
What's
What's going on, guys? How you doing? How you doing? Thank you. Thank
As
you.
well. What's going on, brother?
No,
Congratulations.
nada. Thank you. 3 years. It's
3
crazy.
years. 3 years, brother. 3 years.
Ukulele,
Mhm.
right? Dudes is gonna laugh at me,
Mhm.
and I hear Addict talking this all the time. I want a Banjo Kazooie. Why don't they give us a Banjo Kazooie? They did.
Mhm.
The teams that did Banjo Kazooie got together and they did ukulele when they was crowdfunding that before. So the first game that came out was more in the world of how Banjo was, right?
Right.
Now this side-scrolling joint is like Donkey Kong Country. It is so lit. It is, yo, I haven't had fun like this with a side-scrolling platform because, I heard a lot of dudes talking about, oh, every console needs a platformer. Shout out to John Lennon and the team. I'm going out. Yeah, so every console needs a platformer to show what they can do.
Yes.
Well, that platform is on it and it runs unbelievably flawless. It has so many good mechanics. It has the stuff that everybody loves with platforming. So if you have Game Pass, I will suggest that you pull up Ukulele and Impossible Lair. It is funny, and yes, they do still do the. Yeah, I love that. I love the. I'm down for all that. Yeah,
No doubt. So that's what's up. You've been rocking and rolling out. What I was gonna say is, I was talking to the chat earlier. Did you see that Hive Busters, fam?
Oh yeah.
5,
Okay, now,
bro.
I have people capping all over the place.
Oh, come on.
Talking about
What they say?
yo, Microsoft needs to promote this more.
Okay.
They do.
No, they promoted it.
Yeah, it's okay. The way we consume promotional stuff and things like that now is totally different, people. You're not getting commercials on Channel 5. Nobody's doing that anymore. So, if you have Game Pass, remember, this is free. If you have Game Pass, if you brought Gears Ultimate, so they advertise there. And then if you watch Xbox On, if you subscribe to Xbox channels, they told you. Major Nelson went in depth. He told you, so this is the difference between, Miles and
here it comes.
And Microsoft. And no, because I'm giving you, the reason why I'm saying this is because those are DLC. Both of them is DLC.
Yes, that is
right.
Correct. That is correct.
One is paid for, one isn't. Right. That's the difference. That's the only difference. And the only reason why I believe Miles is paid for is because Sony doesn't have the infrastructure built yet to do that. Right. They don't trust in their own product enough to put that, inside of a PlayStation Now to force you to get PlayStation Now. Could you imagine if Miles was inside PlayStation Now, digital only? Dudes would be, I gotta get PlayStation Now. It's like I got no choice. So it's you got to look at the long term versus the short term.
Right.
Yeah, you're gonna get that short-term buck, that $40 if you sell them for $29.95. But if you roll them into PlayStation Now and you believe into the product and you keep putting bangers, if the bangers inside PlayStation Now, people will get that service. You will make way more than that $40 that you initially bang people in the head with. You'll make 2-3 years worth of money. So they have to believe in their product. It makes no sense that product has been out first and it's last. You know, this is my opinion.
I feel it.
And I'm not going after them. I'm just saying that it's just a belief in your product. And Microsoft, I'm so happy that somebody believed in Phil and the team that did Game Pass enough, Satya, to fund it, to believe in it, and to keep on putting hit after hit inside of it to keep people stuck there. Because I hear once people get inside Game Pass, they're like, I'm not leaving this. This is like Netflix. I'm staying here forever.
I feel that. No, I hear what you say. I think it's just different. I don't disagree with what you say. I just feel like it's just different philosophies. I just feel like, they're on a different type of time, with the traditional model. And then, Microsoft, we see with the Game Pass, they're making Game Pass like, you better stay in here because it literally says, like, the advertisement for it was like, yo, if you got Ultimate. What's up? What's up?
We go from the 3-year anniversary to the Mr. Tied and Not, my man.
Oh, yeah, we gonna get him. We gonna get him.
Yo,
we gonna get him.
Yo, you know what? I love you, Macho. I love you, Macho, man. And I gotta say, oh man, I love you, Dizzy. I love you, Dizzy.
Listen,
man, the team.
The team is in.
I just gotta say, Macho, learn on the fly,
no doubt,
willingness and fearlessness to throw himself into a situation. I think you got it on your Instagram or your Facebook, and it says it's like, don't be afraid to try, or something like that. It's something like that. And I said, that is so you.
That's you.
100%.
Yeah, that is boy so fearless. You. He takes
you. Are absolutely fearless, and I appreciated you because we killed PAX.
Facts.
We killed PAX.
This was a group
effort,
man.
Yeah.
First of all, let's get a little. Before you even talk,
wisdom.
Before you even talk, you know what I'm saying? We got Lord Petey, Lord Dizzy, Lord Macho. We got LordsOfGaming.net in the building. The anniversary reunion episode. We missed a couple of LOGNETs, but it's all good. So really quick before Macho, I'm gonna let you get your balls off because I know we'll get to you. I want to get Petey first because Petey jumped in the back door. He slid through. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I do.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, salute Petey. He was like, "Cog, I got you." You know what I'm saying? I said, "Nah, I'm going solo. I don't need the Lords." You know what I'm saying? I was like, "This is mine." You know what I'm saying?
Like, I got an update. Cut it out.
I was like, nah, Michael Jackson off the wall. That's how it started. But, yo, shout out to Petey. You know, so I want to first salute you. You know, one of the early supporters, always been rocking with us, holding us down since this thing in the infancy stages. To have you on this episode finale is I'm really appreciative, sir. So first of all, how are you doing? How's the channel? What's going on with you, sir?
Things are crazy. Things are good. Things are busy. I mean, I'm keeping. I'm loving playing Warcraft with the guys and everybody that I met, and things have been crazy on the Twitch channel. So it's been it's taken me a little bit of time away from a lot of the ILP stuff that I used to do, a lot of more of the articles and things, which kind of sucks. But it's something that it had to happen. But all in all, man, I mean I'm still doing a bunch of stuff in the back end. When you need it. If you guys are doing your giveaways, or you and me, we're always hitting off ideas, things back and forth, and merch stuff back, and there's a bunch of different things that we've been bouncing back and forth. So I mean, it's not like I'm totally gone.
True.
But like I'm still there helping you guys out, backing you up, because that's how I am to you, and you guys are fantastic, and I love what you guys represent and everything that we all mean as a whole. Facts. So and we do have like a couple of fun little exciting videos that are coming out that I'm actually crunching up, and hopefully people will end up starting to see those reviews and those first look videos that we plan on doing onto the YouTube page coming next year, because like I said, we already have a bunch of them already in already slated to go. So you guys, I would love you guys to check those things out. Those things are great.
Absolutely, man. Again, much love for answering and throwing up the bat signal and coming through. You know what I'm saying? Always. That's what's up. And of course, we got some royalty. You know what I'm saying? my brother Lord Dizzy, the Lord of Arc and financial records. The love, just no, salute the Arc too, salute the videos. I know this is my man, but no, so seriously, having Lord Dizzy in the realm, everything he's been going through has been a rock for the organization. You know what I'm saying? It's the COO, and it's just a pleasure working with him because it makes things easier. He's always on top of everything with LOGNET. Definitely part of the executive branch, and to have him in the realm is always royalty. And we got that Lords of Gamer.net trip with the hat on, looking very fly, sir. So talk to the people right quick. How you doing? And you're on mute. There you go.
Well, I'm the one that anytime Cog sees that, hey, there's a message from Dizzy, he's like, oh god.
Yeah, I go, oh god, what did I do? What did the site do wrong?
Yeah, you said, hey, we need some folks. I said, let's do it.
Absolutely.
The bat signal will be here. I let you out of Arc prison early.
Thank you for not making me play Arc 1 as long as you did. Yes.
That you started accusing Arc of some very foul behaviors, sir. Very unfound behaviors.
I just wanted to check what the millions of money came through and how Vin Diesel was able to star in this movie and fund the game. That's all. I just wanted to know. Continue.
Well, you put it in Game Pass, you get paid monthly. So, I mean,
fair enough.
It's set and deal.
Now, when I saw the Microsoft money, I said, okay, I'll stop my federal investigation.
Yo, Diz, do you think that the fact that it went to Game Pass saved the game?
Diz?
I think that I think that that's a hard bargain, just because I think the mod community out of anything for the PC is saving the game. But
no, I'm talking about. Not even counting the second game. Let's not even look like the second game even came out. It's coming out and it's been announced. Anything. I'm just talking about because when Arc was released inside Game Pass, it was in a rough shape. The boy kneecaps wasn't right. So I'm saying over a period of time, allowing people to grow and taste, because it felt like we were giant beta testers and you was the leader of the beta testing team.
Sure.
Yeah, he was capping so hard for that game. I don't care what nobody said. He
been there from the beginning.
Should have been working for the company. Do you think it being in Game Pass allowed it to mature to a point that anybody that sees it now knows that 2 is viable, but Game Pass was integral to its growth?
I think that what Game Pass did for it was allowed them to make the DLCs that they were creating better. I think everything else was already working on the come up and everything, but as far as making new content better, yes, absolutely, absolutely. They were able to finally pay devs, and people weren't having to live paycheck to paycheck and worrying about what's going to happen next week. Is little Timmy gonna get what he needs, or is little Timmy gonna be meat in the graveyard?
No doubt.
But that's ghosts of past times. We're looking for the ghosts of the future.
Y'all, see the way y'all stepped it out. Listen, man, if you got me calling for investigations, you really impressed me with what you were able to show at that what you got the Game Boy. It blew me away. It looked phenomenal. So first person I said, "Oh, Dizzy's coming for me when I see this." I talk so much smack about Arc.
Oh, I was ready. I was like, "Ooh."
No, but I was happy to see, man. Good to have you in the building. Big show plan. We got a lot of stuff going on, and of course, now I can probably introduce and salute the Royal Matrimony and what Lord King was mentioning, Lord Macho, aka Hector Ramirez, one of our top writers of Scribe of the Month as well. You know what I'm saying? Yes, at LordsGaming.net royalty, always delivering the content. Good to have you in the realm. So first, how are you doing, and how's the early days of matrimony, sir?
Both are doing great, man. Both are doing great. I'm enjoying life right now. It's really nice and calm and kind of cool and collective. I'm just working when I can and just enjoying my games, man. Enjoying my PC gaming. I'm enjoying the PlayStation 5, doing what I can with that. So all good stuff, man. But yeah, it's still a little surreal calling my girlfriend now fiance. We're planning the wedding, so
that's what's up, brother. Look, man, King was giving you that royal advice.
We were crying when we heard that. I told my girl, and she was like, "Nah,
That's what's up.
She's like now for a couple of years. The girl said the girl to go through PT school. She got like till 2022.
Okay.
So
okay.
gotta wait. Gotta wait.
Gotta call her doctor from now on. You know.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yo, salute, man. Good to have you in the realm, LOGNET, representing. Hopefully, we'll get some more representation from LOGNET joining in the progress. But we got a show, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, so we'll hit the ground running. Let's get the poll out the way. So last week's poll results are in. The people have spoken in regards to the recent bugs and technical disparity between PC, next-gen, and current-gen consoles with Cyberpunk 2077. What do you think CDProjektRed needed to do in regards to its release date? The winner of the four-way ILP poll at 38% of the vote, so it's very competitive, was can the current generation Xbox One, PlayStation 4 versions? Then coming in at second, close 28% of the vote, was delay Cyberpunk to launch specifically with the next-gen console patches. In third place at 26%, very close to second there, was fix all immersion breaking bugs first. And then in last place at 8% of the vote was all you got to do is disable the HDR, frame rate, motion blur, film grade, and then the game is super lit group. So shout out to all those who participated in the poll. Let's get Lord King on this because Lord King, this is his group one, which is basically no, not just the technical disparity stuff, but basically your group one. How do you feel about what the people said about Cyberpunk?
Well, it's the truth. It's the truth. But see, what I've noticed, like I see a lot of dudes online misconstruing what's going on. To be honest with you, we're supposed to stand up for our brother. I don't care if your version of the game works right.
Right.
If your version of the game works right, that means you're supposed to stand up and pick up the guy whose version doesn't work right. You're supposed to stand next to your brother and you're supposed to scream louder that the version doesn't run right.
I got jokes. Continue.
I see a lot of people thinking that we're trying to bring down gaming and talk bad about developers, and you're missing the point. You guys are selfish. The guys that's talking about, oh, it runs right for me. I never seen those problems. So until it happens to you, then it's a problem.
I feel that.
And individuals, you're supposed to stand up for your fellow man. You know, we are supposed to be a gaming fraternity. We're supposed to be linked by the hip. I don't care what platform that you're playing on. If one has a problem, we all have a problem. Right. You know, because remember, we come from bullied culture. We was bullied. You know, you pulled out a Game Boy, dudes looked at you like, yo, who's this nerd? You know, that word nerd made you be like, huh? Like, what now? Like, so don't get up for your high horse. You know, now that we're accepted, now that we're the ones that are in control, get off your high horse and help your brother. So yeah, I felt that these these games shouldn't have been, put out like this for this segment of our populace, right? But they're the largest of our populace, right? We're the minimus, right?
So they do represent the majority.
And we need to stick up for these guys, right? So that I honestly feel that the game shouldn't have never came out then. It should have waited till it was incubated to the point that the base, the actual base, the target base, the base that it was made for gets the best version. Right. You know, yeah, we're getting a brute force version of back compat. So let's be honest with it. Like I said, I took a stance and said I wasn't purchasing the game until the game comes out with the patch. Right. Then I'll purchase the game, or it comes inside Game Pass and I must bend the knee. So, the poll is accurate, but I just feel that the little man's supposed to be heard first. Right. And all the people talking about we're anti-developer. We're not anti-developer. I'm just pro-consumer.
I feel that. Listen, I feel that. And at the end of the day, like I said, the people did on our particular poll, we felt that maybe they should have canned those versions. You've been you've been consistent, and at the end of the day, one thing you are right about is that, another thing you're right about is that, at the end of the day, even though myself or anybody who has a Series X or a PlayStation 5 may not be experiencing a lot of issues. You know, we have to respect that the majority is the base PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and a lot of people are saying those are unplayable. So we're going to get this super chat, then we're going to get into the topics. Shout out to Squirrely Dan with the Canadian $2 super chat. Salute to the Lords. All to an unlimited internet. Okay. All right, Canada, you got that unlimited package now. All right, I see you. I know you was going through it before, you know what I'm saying? So salute to him, and that's what's up. But yeah, we're going to get into these topics. So listen, King set it off already. You know, let's get right to the subject at hand, and that is Cyberpunk. So a lot of stuff has been going on in the news. Obviously, the whole refund fiasco. You know, CDProjektRed at first initially made a statement as far as digital refunds going to Microsoft and Sony, and then there seemed to be some miscommunication there as far as them directing people there, and then obviously not a full refund plan being in place. At that point, we were told that also Sony then delisted it from the store, you know, because their relationship, I guess there was no communication there. And then it went on to, Microsoft went on to follow up and said that they would indeed honor, they wouldn't delist it, they would indeed honor most of the requests for refunds, but they had to expand their refund policy at that point. So definitely two different ways of handling. And yeah, it's been a rough week for CDPR. We've got that. We've got some news that has broken from Jason Schreier in reference to what's going on studio culture at the site. And I mean at the studio, and pretty much it was said. I guess the devs were very upset with management in reference to the way how it was handled. You know, one was asked how could they make a game about exploitative corporations while forcing devs to crunch, and then another dev asked why did the company say the game was complete in January when that wasn't true, and we know it was delayed 3 times. And then the last thing I want to bring to the realm before we talk about it is possible lawsuit. And we definitely saw, I believe, I can't remember the gentleman, the firm or whatever, but basically questioning the actions of CDProjektRed in this regard, and how their statement, as far as, especially reference to the review copies, the base Xbox One and base PlayStation 4 not being available for review. And get this, Open Critic, y'all, who actually LordsOfGaming.net is affiliated with, they made a statement and said that, they sent a warning to readers. They said the Open Critic team and several critics suspect that the developer CDProjektRed intentionally sought to hide the true state of the game on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, with requirements such as only allowing pre-rendered game footage and reviews and not issuing review copies on those versions. He said additionally, it came to light that critics were giving review keys for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One just 1 day before the game release. And then, yeah, it's getting a bit messy. So I want to look. We got the information. You know, I want to bring this to the realm. Let's get Lord Dizzy first, as far as, you know, your feeling on everything that you're hearing so far about, you know, the whole situation, the refund, and where we are now. So let's get that.
I mean, you got it. I just, in the back of my mind, I just keep thinking about how much of this could have been avoided. And I honestly believe this. How much of this could have been avoided had they not got into bed with Xbox with making the Xbox One X's? Because I forgot about that. Yeah. Because I think that's what really anchored them into having to do the last gen ports. If it wasn't for that, if you didn't advertise like, hey, you're going to be able to play Cyberpunk on the Xbox One, that pretty much kept them there. Because why would you make a console if you weren't going to be able to play the game there?
Right.
And I just think in the back of my mind, maybe they could have done something different. But for Microsoft, how could they know this was going to happen? You had such good faith. And again, I know I keep saying this, and I'm not trying to dog the people at CDProjektRed. Right. I'm in the back of my mind again. One game, The Witcher 3. Right. And we're acting like that this is a track record for the studio.
The slander from Disney.
It is. But you look at Naughty Dog, they have a plethora of games that they could say, hey, this is our itinerary. You look at Rockstar, they have a plethora of games. They could say, this is our itinerary. We're talking about devs that we keep putting them up there. Even BioWare, with as bad as the last couple of games have been, they still have a track record.
Okay.
But we're putting CD Projekt Red up there and expecting this kind of level. Now, that's not to say that they cannot achieve said level. It's just that we're using this hype and this expectation, and now because this not only fell through the floor, it's in the realm of Hades at this point.
We're gonna talk about reputation, the next
happened?
topic. Yep.
You know what happened to this game? They're definitely it is definitely a strange situation for them, especially going into this potential lawsuit for the last gen versions. And I, when I was shared with the writers, like, hey, Open Critic is saying this.
Yeah,
they got an asterisk right here. That definitely sounds weird. And I know that there are certain individuals who were getting into it with other individuals over, hey, you took stuff from the studio. Of course, you're going to be high on it. You're using blinders. And we see this kind of stuff going on, and it's really causing a division, just because there are a lot of people who are having issues, and the ones who aren't are like, I don't know what you're crying about.
It's a hot button, man. It's a hot button. The chat ain't happy with you with the one game. You trying to say they a what is it, a one trick pony, one hit wonder?
A trick pony.
Yeah. The thing is, everybody's gonna keep capping for The Witcher, like The Witcher came out perfect. Witcher came out just the same shape this isn't.
Oh, wow.
And then they gave you the DLC for free as a mea culpa, and everybody's like, you know what it was? The free DLC and how the game finished up.
Right.
In the beginning, she wasn't in great shape, but at the end, man, she was a beauty. Cinderella looked fantastic at the ball, and y'all are forgetting the humble beginnings, the broken hit detection, the quest that wouldn't launch because the NPC wasn't in that spot, getting stuck in this part or falling through the world, and or corrupted data. And they did all of this stuff to fix this game, and now the game looks great. So what you said to yourself is, you looked at The Witcher 3 in a finished state, and you said, wow. If they can achieve all of this stuff with this magnificent, messiah of a game, we will be in utopia. One person's utopia is another person's Hades.
Well, definitely for the base consoles.
Yeah, and exactly that part. I don't care what they said, and your point, Dizzy, is kind of, good because the 1X version is probably the best version of the base versions, and I don't think it was that tied them to Microsoft to put out the base version. No, it's the boardroom that said, we want those bucks. It's 200 million plus,
that's where I'm with you.
People, and they probably said, yo, this game is wild ambitious.
Why gotta be wild ambitious?
It is.
Why that's what that was the words on the bulletin board, wild
I really
ambitious.
believe the developers sat there and looked at each other. I don't think that joint gonna work on it. It's wild ambitious. Them Jaguar cars, they choking on this joint. And I honestly think they told the boardroom, and boardroom was like, I don't care. I think the resolution, I think developers are afraid of resolution. I think they fear if their game doesn't say HD or their game doesn't say, those little buzzwords on the box. They're in fear of Digital Foundry knowing what resolution that their game is. Because when you know that your game is going to be put out and is going to get put to such a Digital Foundry zooms in on your games and says, well, you can tell right here, see, that it's not real 480p. Or, you understand what somebody
Digital Foundry get a hold of your joint. That's a fact. Shout out to John Little in the room.
In the hell,
we love them, brothers.
Developers.
Yeah.
If the game would have launched at sub 720, running smoothly,
I feel where you're going.
With everything going, I think that nobody would have a problem. But the fact that they holding themselves to some invisible HD world, some invisible thing that they knew that they couldn't achieve with these consoles at that resolution, because what you have to do is drop the resolution, and the game will run smoother. Yeah, it would look like the mud version of the game, but we're talking about smooth gameplay, no hitches and no glitches Do that. Drop the resolution. Stop being fearful for Digital Foundry putting you under this weird microscope, because you do have a PC version that's running at 4K that can do the 60 frames per second. And that's your target audience, regardless to what, as far as high end goes, because that is the 1%, but the 1% doesn't move the 99%. The 99% was your base, and that should have been your focus. And you should have dropped that game down to 720, a sub 720 dynamic resolution. And have that game running right for the base. Because if the boardroom is forcing you to put this game out, and they're dictating with our wallets, then make sure that it runs great for these guys. I am in an uproar for the little man.
I feel you. Let me get these super chats because I've missed a few. And apologies in advance, Realm, because I am solo and I don't got something.
Yeah, and I got on shades and I'm not helping him read.
Yeah, so this is me. And then
you're not seeing me with my reading glasses, so it ain't happening.
I'm gonna get these super chats, and then
Do you have the original, Smitty?
I'm gonna get the assistant editor-in-chief in the building. We're gonna introduce him right. So let's get the super chat that I missed. So shout out to Smitty Smith, because I apologize. He said tune in next week for UFC showdown between Mario in one corner and Baby Yoda in the other. Icon versus icon.
Baby Yoda turned around. I had him like this when I went upstairs, and he was looking at Mario, and it looks like he's looking up at Mario like, yes, I'll choke you.
Yo, salute. That is hilarious. You know what I'm saying? I love the setup there. Then we got we got the Seagull. Okay, we got you. Okay, let's see what else we missed. We got Squirrely. Okay, we got the Living Flame. Yo, why is Grogu taking Mario's place, King?
Mario is there.
Okay, all right.
Mario's looking from the side.
All right, and then we get Black Ronin 357. He said now's the time for Xbox and Microsoft to buy CDProjektRed and then bolster their team ranks with devs. Happy holidays, ILP gods. Dizzy, what you call Undead shaking his head. And then Eagles fan 76. Do you with follow super chat? Do you guys think this game will hit Game Pass sooner than it was originally going to make? Maybe a year from now, this time next in Game Pass or not? That is an interesting discussion. I'm gonna open this up for LordsOfGaming.net's assistant editor-in-chief, the legendary Lord Nicholas Downey, a.k.a. Undead 3XVI, and, of course, of the gaming perspective. What's going on, sir?
Hashtag fire Adam Badowski.
What's going on, brother?
Oh, man, I was so looking forward to December. I was like, Cyberpunk's gonna come out, the industry's gonna be nice and quiet, Christmas is gonna be nice and slow,
easy show.
They had to go and do this. I kind of want to clap into what Dizzy was saying, though, is he hits a really good point of the expectations people set on this game, like CDProjektRed had been making gems for the past 30 years.
Slander!
Look, I played the original Witcher on PC. I played The Witcher 2 on PC. They were good games. They were good RPGs. But just because you make two good games and then The Witcher 3 falls into greatness post-launch, not at launch, does not mean that you're going to deliver a generation-defining game. The difference here is the amount of time given to develop these games and everything else. You look at Rockstar, for example, and how they develop games. They make some of the most immersive open world games. They had over 1,000 people developing Red Dead Redemption 2 for years. And internally, they didn't announce that game until they were very confident that it was in a state where they were getting close to launch. With CDProjektRed, they announced this game in 2012, didn't start main production on the game till 2016. So if you don't start main production on a super ambitious game till 2016, and then you think you can crank it out in 4 years, there's some mismanagement there. And the thing is like, everyone was blaming the studio as a whole, but now we've got reports coming out of, people in board meetings going, why did we launch this game? Why did we launch it the way it is? This isn't how we wanted to launch this game. And management's like, sorry. No. And it's inexcusable. And, everyone's sitting there, well, it works fine for me is the thing we hear on every broken game that gets released. It runs fine on my 39. It works fine on my 3090. I don't know
My
what you're complaining
39.
about.
I don't know what you're talking about. My 39. I'm
I
lit.
don't know what you're talking about. But the thing is, the base core principle of what's wrong with Cyberpunk 2077 is the base core. Everyone likes to shout pro-consumerism, anti-consumerism, and everything else. But the base end of the day, if you put it on a console and you charge somebody money for it, it better work front to back.
Factual.
Period. End of story.
Factual.
That's it.
No, you dropped some gems, and yeah, man. I just want to get your thoughts real quick before I move it over to PD and Lord Macho. About the potential of this class action lawsuit and the statement by Open Critic. I don't know if you got a chance to see that, Lord Undead.
Yeah, so Open Critic kind of standing up for reviewers is something I really appreciate because a lot of people, like Jeff Grubb did a fantastic article on how, the media was given PC copies specifically, and the CD Projekt was a little cagey about how they were handling. We know from our own stuff internally about how to get review code and how that went and everything that went along the lines with that. Some really cagey stuff that went on with this game, and it's good that Open Critic is acknowledging the fact that this is a very different experience depending on the platform you're playing it on, and it needs to be noted. What was the other point? Sorry.
Well, just I said obviously the class action lawsuit potential. I don't know if you saw that one.
Every freaking broken game ever has had a class action lawsuit. Fallout 76 had a class action lawsuit. They never go anywhere.
Yeah.
I can't call Hold Up, complain, ask for my refund, and then ask why I can't play the game after my refund.
Oh my god!
I can't do that.
Hogue would just laugh.
I just want to know where our education system went wrong with some of these people. Like the idea of, okay, I bought this thing. Oh, I want a refund. Okay, you gave me my money. Wait, I don't get to keep it? How stupid are you? Like,
salute.
I've got no words.
Fair enough. Lord PD, man. I don't know if how closely you've been following, all this that's been going on with CDProjektRed and Cyberpunk. So just your thoughts. What looking from the outside in. Hold on, we got some legend in the bill. Let me shout out to legendary Paris Lily. What's going on, Game Attack Radio? Salute. Good to see the eyeballs in the chat. But let's get Lord PD, man. Yeah, what have you been following? And what's your thought process on this thing?
Like everybody's been saying, like when you're gonna put out a game and you're gonna put it out for a console, make sure it works.
Yeah.
I mean, it shouldn't matter if it is the Xbox One or the Series X. It doesn't matter. I don't PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. It doesn't matter.
You sound like The Rock.
It doesn't
Yo, what if they say that to the base console?
It doesn't matter what you think.
CDProjektRed CEO. It doesn't. Shout out to the 3090s. Shout out to the Series X and the place. I'm sorry, that was hilarious, King and PD. Continue. I'm sorry.
So like, I'm sorry, but people are going to be buying your games for a reason. Like, plain and simple, it should work. I mean, so many games got postponed this year because they weren't working properly. CDProjektRed decided to postpone their game 3 times, 4 times. I can't even keep track how many times that they postponed that game.
Right.
Like, if you don't think a product is right, don't put it out. Just because you feel that you need to get it out before the end of the year because of quarterly sales or whatever, they shouldn't have done it. They should have made sure things were working. And like everybody was saying, like, I didn't even know about the they weren't giving out copies to people with those consoles and things. You can't be doing that. I'm sorry. Like, I know, because like I'm always emailing multiple different developers going, hey, we're looking to review copy codes and all this other stuff, and I get people that just reply back, no, we are not giving out these codes, like all the time. And when we sent out for CDProjektRed, I got everything back was a no, like straight across the board, like every single
we didn't get that console.
Not for console, PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Series X.
They looked at our platform and said, that dude tells the truth.
Don't stop it.
That dude right there with his shades on.
They saw you get.
He's gonna tell the truth and shame
the devil.
Like, do not release.
I said it to him.
Nah, don't do it. Don't do it.
No, but like they should end up just giving either fix the game ASAP,
Right.
or B, they should just refund people their copies.
No,
I hate to say it.
No, fair enough. Let me just get the super chat I missed real quick,
Yeah,
and I'll get you
you
right
got
back.
Squirrely Dance?
Yeah, thank you, sir.
All right, I got it
Oh,
up.
my man helping me out. Squirrely Dan with the $2 Canadian. My two and a half year old says hi to the realm. Xbox to buy CDPR. Look, man.
Let's stop with the fact that everybody thinks Microsoft or Xbox is going to purchase CDProjektRed. CDProjektRed is still one of the richest developers. All right, so they're not hurting for cash at all.
No, they're
all right. Do not think that is a thing. Get that out of your head. Is it coming to Game Pass any faster than it would? Oh no, it's not, because they don't need the bag.
Right.
That deal, if it is coming to Game Pass, that deal is already made. That bag is already got, and they're already good.
Right.
They have a date where they will release it. That's a done deal. So let's stop with this high speculation. Don't think that
the time's not right. They're not in position.
No, you're acting like Phil is a vampire waiting for these dudes to get weak before he comes in and just sucks their blood.
They're in position. Like, they're getting killed right over the coast. That was time to buy them.
This is not how it happens. This is not a hostile takeover in a company when their stocks take a dip and then the big evil empire comes in like. Nah, that's not how it works. Would y'all please stop it?
Fair enough. Let me get the super chat. Shane Tomlin with the £2 super chat. Runs lovely on my Series X, so I don't care. Book of it. Oh my God, selfishness, Shane Tomlin. Come on, what about the millions and millions of
Shay, when they
Xbox
come
ones?
for you, you're gonna look for us. and, you gotta understand that. I told y'all a story a long time ago about a little kid when I was growing up, and he had a Game Boy and he was being bullied, and there was something inside of me that said, I play games.
Right.
I saw me. Growing up in a household where I'm the only boy, and I have my little sister, and growing up in the projects where I had to fight every day. Every single day I walked out of that house, I had to fight bigger, stronger adversaries because I was tall for my age and I looked older. Right. So bigger, stronger adversaries, and this little kid was playing his Game Boy and they were bullying him. I had to stand with my brother and beat back these bullies. So I don't care if your X works great. I don't care if your PC works great. Your brother's doesn't.
Factual.
Stand with your brother.
Factual. We gamers.
Do we know if they ever even intended to put them out for the older consoles?
They were made for them.
It was specifically made for them?
Yeah, that was who. There was not. Okay, listen. Let me let you guys know and a little secret. It's not made for the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation the Xbox series. It's made for the base consoles. The PlayStation 5 and the Series X is brute force play back compact games. These are back compact games. These games are not made for these consoles, i.e. the patch that comes out later.
Right.
They tell you ahead of time.
Let me get this super chat, King, and then I'll jump in. Shout out to Squirrely Dan again with the Canadian $5 super chat. King, with the 40% drop in the stock price, Xbox could buy it through the back. Yeah, they keep trying with this. They keep thinking people in a weak position.
What if Sony buys it? what if Sony? Okay. Let's keep this energy, guys. What if Sony comes up and buys it, and all future CDProjektRed games are only on Sony? Be careful what you wish for. You might just get it.
Shout out to Eagles fan with the $2 super chat. One game a gen is not a good investment to buy the whole. Interesting. Agreeing with Lord Dizzy and Undead. So let's get Lord Macho, man. I mean, obviously you've been covering, you've been watching at LordsGaming.net what's been going on. What's your feeling on this whole Cyberpunk issue, the refunds, the potential lawsuit, the open critic, and the base console thing? Like, where are you at with this?
They must be so embarrassed.
Yeah.
For the past week and a half. Like, I feel so bad for the developers.
Yeah, I do.
Just because, again, 8 years of development on this game, and now all of it is going to them being just embarrassed, to being memed.
Reputation, right?
It's reputation is down the hill, man. It's incredible in the worst way to see how this all kind of blew up in their face because of a couple of people's bad decisions to push it out early.
Right.
and to sell people essentially a broken product, or at least a non-efficient product.
Right.
Because you can still boot it up on the on PS4, Xbox One, and you know, you can still get to the game, but you know, whether the text is going to load in after a minute, you got to question it a little bit. So it's kind of insane. But yeah, the class action lawsuit, actually looked into it with a couple of articles that were published, and it's actually going against not whether the game is not working for some individuals, but actually I think it was from an investor at CDPR.
Yes, correct.
And also a lawyer that's looking to sue them for misleading them, and saying that these versions actually work when they don't, which is might have some merit to it. So CDPR is in it for the long haul. They're gonna have a rough holiday. They're gonna have a rough beginning of 2021. And again, shout out to developers for putting in the extra hard work just to get it working on the base consoles.
Right.
And as far as those managers, get the boot, man.
Yeah, I mean, and let me jump in. I mean, these fantastic points by everybody here. I mean, it's a sad situation. You know, you don't. I'm definitely on the side of developer. I'm always lean pro developer, I feel. But you know, this is a situation when you hear the reports and you hear about, you know, internally guys saying, devs say, hey, we knew this wasn't ready, and now that kind of stuff's coming out when you hear the reporting. And King said it best. You know, at the end of the day, it's like, you know, there's the development room and then there's the boardroom, right? And at the end of the day, you know, sometimes the wrong decision is made. And it just seems that because we knew this game was delayed a couple of times, right? And to be honest, Undead, Lord Dizzy, like, I'm the type, when I hear a delay, I go, yes, take your time. Take your time. There's no need, right? So I know they had the pressure. Let's be real. Cyberpunk was probably one of the most highly anticipated games. You know, I was fortunate to cover it back in 2017 or whatever it was, 2018, behind scenes. It was, like as King said, wild ambitious. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, just blown away of what I was seeing. This thing looked amazing. I was super pumped, super hyped. And you know, as the anticipation goes on, it shows well, everything they talking about looks great. But then, you know, we got the initial delays. I know gamers were frustrated, but I think this situation, Macho, is a situation I look at, and to me, it's a watershed moment for other devs and other publishers. Your reputation is on the line every time. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you made. You're one amazing game, as King said. I mean, Dizzy says, you know what I'm saying? You know, it doesn't matter. It like this. CDProjektRed is on all major news outlets. It's getting dragged through the coals. And to me, it's as simple as, I got to say what King said. I could only infer that at this latest state, they like, look, we got to get this out before that first quarter. You know what I'm saying? We got to get this out and hit that mark for whether investors or whatever it is. And I think that mentality overtook what was actually going on inside the development studio. And it's sad to see, because the sad thing about all this, even with the bugs and all that, the people that play it, you know what I'm saying, and actually, they say the game's amazing. You know what I'm saying? I played, you know, I played on Series X, and yes, my issues are minimal. Like on Series X, it's like it run fine for me. And I mean, I was like, man, I'm good. But again, to King's point, I can't be selfish and be like, well, I'm good, so oh well, for the millions and millions of people who can't even, you know, launch the game. So, and then the second mishap that I really struggle with is that, you know, I'm of the thing where, okay, if you're gonna do a mea culpa and say, I'm gonna make this right? Hey, you come to me, I get you a refund, we're good, right? In this situation, it was like, okay, you want that? We're going to take care of that. All right, you go down the block to Sony and you go get that. And then, you know, so to me, it's like, you can't make these statements about making it right when you didn't even communicate with the partners to make sure that they had the policy in place. You know what I'm saying? So you got
they lied to the partners to begin with.
Right. So
they lied to the partners and said, yo, don't worry. When it launches, it's going to look better than what you got. Okay. You sure? Right. Yeah. Yo,
I can't get mad
at the refund statement now.
I can't get mad at Sony if they want to delist it, because
I could. I could. You know why?
Why?
Because they're bleeding money hand over fist. Give them money. Listen, sending these, you know, people back for these broken PlayStation 5s, and this situation is happening. Sony looked at it. We can't lose any more money. Shut it down.
Oh my God, that have nothing to do.
Shut
This.
it down. Like, yo, and then he gonna come out with some
Stop
fake
the count.
statement.
Stop the count. Thank you, Nacho.
Yo, they original stop the count dudes. They're like, they are so out of control with this, and I'm holding their feet to the fire.
Why is Sony being holding the feet to the fire for Cyberpunk's broken game, sir?
You know why?
Yes, I need to hear this.
Because their return policy, their give back policy.
Oh, okay. You doing a policy? Okay,
that's right. Was tested to the limit. They had the worst. Them and Nintendo, you download it, you brought it, you buy it, you got it.
True. No, fact.
So, but
Xbox had the superior.
This forced them. This put the spotlight on them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Twitter world, the internet, the light was on them. And all you saw was Microsoft does, and Sony was like, but we don't normally give back money. Like, we're not giving, and they were forced to give back money.
You got a dead laughing.
You know what you do when they're forced to give back something?
Okay.
They don't like it. They shut it down.
They shut it down.
Okay, you know what? You got back $50, but you're not getting no more. Shut it down. So, I knew their policy was flawed from the beginning. They don't like giving back a nickel. They are a miser, and I'm telling you right now, this puts a spotlight on them, and they must have some type of reform when it comes to digital downloads in this age. When somebody can click a button at a mistake and purchase a game, and they call Sony, yo, listen, I made a mistake. I purchased. Nah, you downloaded it. It's yours. You understand? But when you do it with Microsoft be like, all right, cool. That's back onto your joint. It's delisted off your joint. You're good. You know, Steam does it. Give you back your money with no problem. Very easy.
Right.
But Nintendo and Sony need to wake up. Sony's answer to you guys was, I'm taking my ball and I'm out of here. Like, they actually took the ball, left the court. You can't play. You know what I'm saying? So I do not respect what they did, and they did what they did only highlights the inadequacies
of their refund policy. That's what we're doing.
Return policy, and they should be also roasted over the coals with it, because in the beginning they told people that had the problem, you downloaded the game, that's your business, and until it was highlighted and screenshot all over the internet, that's when they pulled out that little statement, and as soon as they put out the statement, they removed it out of the store. That's a crook move.
Oh my God. Kid, all right, I just have to ask you this in fairness. What about to people who say, okay, but what about that we know that Microsoft has the marketing relationship with CDPR, and it's in their it's in their best interest to not pull and do what Sony did, because they put money for investment. If you look at it, Cyberpunk was synonymous with Xbox.
I hear you. Did Steam delist it? Did Steam take it off their marketplace? We're talking about people with great return policies.
Right.
These people already know what games is. Sometimes this may happen, and you may have an uproar here and there, but they're willing to as in good faith. If you're dealing with somebody and you're exchanging commerce with these individuals on a regular basis, and you are brought into their ecosystem, even if this is your first experience, they want your first experience to be your best experience.
Absolutely.
Purchased a bad game, the game is messed up. We understand that, and we are here for you. The best thing that you can do to a consumer is when he has a problem, you alleviate that problem and you make sure that they don't have that anymore. Are you okay, sir? Is everything all right? Okay. The worst thing that you can hear when you give your money and you don't like the product or the food is bad or whatever the hell it is, I don't care. That's on you.
You buy or you leave.
You buy, you leave. And that's it, is yours. Could you imagine purchasing something from Best Buy and you go back to the store? Yo, my guy, this is broken. Yo, I don't care. I'm out of here. Get up out of my store. That's you now.
That's on you. It's on you.
So when Sony does that and when Nintendo does that, these are policies that needs to be highlighted. We are in a digital age. This old school mentality has to stop.
All right, fair enough. Let me just check on Lord Undead. He seemed dead from laughter. I just want to make sure he is okay. He fell off the screen. Are you okay, sir? Anything you want to add?
So, okay, to King's point, a lot of people are there's some points that he brought up that are good. that require a little bit of nuance, but I have collected myself. So, one of the reasons, and this was brought to my attention by a legal friend of mine who is studying law currently, the reason PlayStation pulled Cyberpunk off the store is obviously because they had a conversation with CDProjektRed, which was announced in a financial report from CDProjektRed.
Yes.
Everyone, they said this was a conversation we had. We pulled it from the store. So King's point about the return policy with PlayStation is correct. It is not the same as, say, Xboxes or Steam.
Correct.
It's different. So what happens is because they don't have a, oh, you don't like this? We'll give you a refund policy. If someone goes and buys that game and then can't get a refund for it, it opens PlayStation up for class action lawsuits, which is something we're talking about right now. So if people can't get their money back, they can go for a class action lawsuit. So until Sony can take the time to rewrite that, refund policy and everything else, they would pull it off the store to protect themselves from facing any legal lashbacks, which they don't deserve. This is on CDProjektRed. It's not Sony's job to figure this out. Sony's return policy needs to be better, but it's not on them to fix it in 2 days.
The quality control doesn't need to be better.
How you gonna dip to the side at that? How you gonna dip to the side after you ask that?
Listen, both Microsoft and Sony let that joint slip out the door. I'm just saying though.
Why you dipping to the side?
I'm just
why you shooting your shot and then dip?
Just because you know why? I'm not letting Sony off the hook for having a bad return policy. I heard what he said. They had a meeting, right? And I'm pretty sure they had the same meeting with Microsoft. Microsoft was like, well, whatever. We got a good return policy. Sony said, class action lawsuit. More money we're gonna lose. Pull it.
I can't with you. I can't.
I'm just saying.
Undead, finish your point, then I gotta get these super chats.
Yeah, no, it's just it's everyone looking after the best interests, and that's the thing. It's like Steam has such a great refund policy; they never deal with this because people go, "Oh, this game's booty, throw it back, no problems." Even Xbox, even Xbox was being a little wishy-washy at the start with refunds on this thing. People, I don't know. But now we've got a joint effort on all sides. We're either pulling it or you can get your money back.
Yes.
But, shout out to CDPR for being like, yeah, you can get a refund. Go get that. And
go get that. Go do that. Go do that. But hey, did you speak to the guys that I need to speak to? Nah, just go get it. You good. You good.
You good. Shout out to my good friend who works at PlayStation Support. He's had a hell of a week this week in dealing with refund requests. He's like, you know what? I miss when people's DualSense is disconnected from the PS5. He's like, that was a much better week.
That's a better week. I'll feel. Let me get these super chats real quick before we move on. Shout out to Victor Alistine. I hope
we had Squirrely Dan.
You're all.
Oh, please. So get Squirrel. We got
Squirrely.
Oh, okay. Yes, you're right. Thank you.
Then I played on my PlayStation. You know how we do.
You know how we do.
I understand. I'm just talking about for the fear mongering. You know how people are when Bethesda got purchased, ZeniMax got purchased by Microsoft. The fear mongering kicked in, like they didn't want to buy a Microsoft product.
Right.
Well, you gotta. And same thing for the Microsoft stands. If they have to buy a PlayStation to play CDProjektRed games, how would they feel? I mean, it wouldn't bother me because you know how we do.
You out of control. Moving on with the haves and have-nots. Victor Alistine with the follow-on super chat. King might be on to something. CDProjektRed still has their PC distribution GOG that would benefit Sony for PC. However, the company is worth over $1 billion. So salute to Victor for that. Oh, hold on. We got Seasoned Gaming in the big cast. Lord Ainsley, Lord Portia Power. Salute to those brothers. I was on their show yesterday. Fantastic show. Salute to the whole team, him and Dan. He said, salute to the Lord for the amazing 2020. COVID hampered some plans, but onwards and upwards in 2021. Yeah, definitely, brother. Happy holidays, my friends. Oh, and Cyberpunk Game of the Year. Oh!
The game of next year.
He's riding and die, man. Salute to AIDS, man. He is riding and die. He's definitely of the halves, playing on the Series X post-patch and doing well. He's not of the base console, but he was telling me, he said, it's a shame what's going on because the game, he said it's phenomenal. It really is. So salute to him. Then we got Shane Tomlin with the £2 super chat. Calm down, guys. I was making fun of the situation. All good, Shane.
No, Shane, me too.
Yeah, we did. It's all jokes, man. We're not that serious.
No, I'm serious though.
You're ridiculous. All right, we got the jazz. So that thing just jumped me. Okay, there we go. Shane. All right, Pixel Bit G. Sony out here playing Skelly. No backsies.
Yo,
Wow.
they all boxes and lines is mine. It's
All
over.
boxes and lines.
And they
Oh
kicking
my.
your Skelly down the
Yo,
block.
that is a very, very hood reference. Salute.
So New York.
That's so New York. Salute Pixel Bit G. Skelly's. Wow. Victor Alstein, tell us what is it game preview and early access for this reasons? Interesting.
They would never put that
Yeah,
game
I
inside a
can't see
game preview. The
Mhm.
game is too large. That's a AAA game.
Mhm.
You tell me the first AAA game that's inside game preview
Mhm.
from a third-party company that relies on it to push their fiscals.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
Doovie, $5 super chat. Microsoft's rumored to be in talks with a Polish company already. Just doesn't make business sense since they take so long to make a game. Okay, fair enough.
That's purposely right.
Mhm.
And just like to somebody note that was on the panel that brought this up, they make, one game, I think it was Dizzy that said it, they make one game for a whole two generations.
So slanderous.
No, that we
Dizzy
won't
was
have that,
so
sir.
slanderous to
No.
Witcher 3. I'm gonna have my Witcher 3 goons come for Dizzy. He was disrespectful.
They made the Switch version.
Don't put up your hands like you ain't know what you do. You damn know what you
stop
doing.
acting
Dizzy.
like we don't know how they move.
Oh my god.
Plus, Microsoft already has ZeniMax to hire a bug exterminator. Don't need another bug terminator for CDPR, right?
He said keep the bug studios out. Oh,
Bug
shots.
Facts.
Shots.
Hard pass.
And
Oh.
also to that point too, why do you need to buy another RPG studio when you own Obsidian, In
Factual.
Exile,
Woo.
Bethesda? You don't need another one. It's redundant.
I agree. I agree. Let's get Lord 108 Prometheus in the building. $5 super chat. Sony is a company that hates to return anything, and a 1.05 patch is out now. Yes, and now PlayStation 4 owners can't dive back in unless they get the hard copy. Wow. Didn't know
What?
about this. Didn't know about this. I don't know if anybody in the round table knew about this.
Oh, if that's the case,
I don't know.
if that's the case, I'm gonna have fun.
Yeah, I bet you are. That's hilarious if that's the case. I am Mike, $5 super chat. So in the end, CD Projekt Red wasn't corpo. They were Johnny Silverhand, forcing Sony to change their return policy. Wow.
They didn't force them to do anything. Sony's Undead said it perfectly. They don't want to bleed another nickel. All right, they're already bleeding from these PlayStation 5s. They're already bleeding from now the CD Projekt Red fiasco.
Right.
They're not bleeding anymore.
Fair enough, man. So let's move on. Obviously, a hot topic, but again, sad to see. But you hope they can turn around. They've got patches. They supposedly have a roadmap of
February.
Yeah, then hopefully we get that next gen patch.
It's gonna
and-
drop it down to 480p, and y'all can play it good.
Shout out to the base consoles, and hopefully, like I said, one thing we do know, with things like Blood and Wine, they are some of the champions as far as free DLC and extending content. So hopefully they can turn it around. But we got to move on. This one I wanted to bring in kind of a good transition to it because I saw this on Twitter. So shout out to Lord, who we've had in the realm from IGN Unlocked, Lord RyanMccaffrey. He had one of the most polarizing polls as a result of this CD Projekt Red situation. So Lord Ryan says, who has done more self-inflicted long-term damage to their once sterling studio reputation? BioWare or CD Projekt Red? As it stands now, final results are BioWare 51% to CD Projekt Red 49%. So I wanted to bring this to the realm. This is one of the hotly debated topics. I see Dizzy shooting his gun on Twitter, so I gotta start with Dizzy first. Dizzy, who has done the most damage to their sterling reputation?
Well, you see, CD Projekt Red already did damage to their reputation with me when they forced the other company in Poland to move their game to January that I was more excited about.
Oh, the medium slip. Oh,
Which, if that comes out and that has no issues like this game has, oof. But again, I go back to what I was saying before. Reputation on one title.
Damn.
One title. And let me clarify.
One hit wonder? What hit wonder don't this?
Look, I like Witcher 2 more than I like Witcher 3.
Slander.
And I'm gonna say that. I did play Witcher 2. I did play Witcher. Oh, I tried to play Witcher 3. I just couldn't get into it. but BioWare has a catalog.
Mm.
We know what to expect from BioWare.
What about that?
We have this bar, so it doesn't surprise me that BioWare is the 51% favorite.
Yeah.
But again, I'm still, where they at?
Where they at though?
Projekt Red has this, where's the catalog? I want to see this catalog that you can put them next to a BioWare.
I feel you.
You could, if Grand Theft Auto 6 has people flying off the streets and cars flying into buildings and it's crashing and bricking everything,
right?
We have a case, okay? Because we know what to expect from Rockstar. If Naughty Dog has Nathan Drake completely disappearing and dying instantly, we have a case. Naughty Dog has a reputation.
Jesus Christ.
One game. One game. Why? I don't understand why the poll was made, because I'm in this camp where I don't get where this reputation.
All right, can I start? Because Lord A's, shout out to Caesar. He's beside himself. He said it's too much cyberpunk hate in here. So I just gotta ask as a follow, in the sake of fairness, can we say that one game, even though you call him a one, trick pony, one album kind of situation, is arguably one of the games of the generation critically acclaimed?
No, because Jay-Z said you made it a hot verse, I made it a hot.
I knew that was coming.
Bars!
No.
Okay.
You need to have more. You need one good Madden. Think
How
about
dare
it.
you? How dare the unmitigated gall to compare Witcher 3 to a Madden verse?
But there are bad Maddens. There's some really bad Maddens, and then there's some good Maddens. We know that, but we have a whole catalog of them to go look at. Witcher 3 is one game of 3. Now we got CDProjektRed dropping Cyberpunk. Where does the reputation come from that we could say that they can stack up against BioWare, Naughty Dog, Rockstar,
I know you argument.
many others?
But the cyberpunk world is made from the books and the lore.
I seen that world in Shadowrun, man.
Yes, but I'm saying though, did you read the books?
Oh my God!
Did you not know what they were shooting for?
Yo, Dizzy about to. Yo, A's, if you want in, let me know. Because I'm trying to ride for you, bro. I'm trying to ride, but they not having it.
CDProjektRed, they're gods when they make their games, because their games have such rich history and such rich lore. Like if you just read the books and you just hunker down and just focus.
Look, I'm not trying to read the grimoire to know the story.
Oh my God! Y'all gonna stop? Y'all gonna stop the Destiny?
All right, you know what? I'll push back for Ains.
Let's go. We got to ride for Ains.
All right, so I don't even like The Witcher 3. So I'll just put that out there.
Okay.
I don't even like The Witcher 3, but point me to the last time BioWare made an RPG that was actually a good RPG, and I'll wait.
Shots.
Because you know what? Dragon Age Inquisition was a hollow shell of an RPG.
Damn.
And it won Game of the Year only for the reason that released on a year. Name me another game that came out in 2014. I'll wait.
Are you
implying
that the competition was so weak with Dragon Age Inquisition 1 that it was a de facto win? It was the default giveaway trophy?
Bro, no one has talked about Dragon Age Inquisition since 2014, okay?
Jesus!
I also got Dragon Age Inquisition, NyQuil.
Oh, but y'all disrespectful. Y'all disrespectful.
Yeah, let's put it this way. BioWare has years and years of experience and have made incredible games. I am the biggest Baldur's Gate fanboy in the world. Everybody knows this. I love BioWare.
Then you're buying Stadia when it comes out. But go ahead.
But guess what? Video games are about what did you do for me lately? And since I have been 20 years, I wasn't even 20 the last time BioWare put out a good RPG. I'm 27 goddamn years old now.
Damn.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
I agree with both. Like, if you're comparing, who's the better, like, long-term, like, it's like comparing Eminem to Joe Budden right now. Like, Project Red's Joe Budden. They don't shut up. They keep talking over
Oh my God.
but at the end of the day, BioWare's days of glory are yet to remain seen. We won't see their next games till 2023.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
If we're lucky.
It's gonna be a while.
And we don't even know if those games will be good because they're just like, hey, here's some CGI trailers. Please
Yeah,
be excited.
they kind of CGI us right now.
And they're like, oh yeah, Anthem 2.0, we're doing that.
We're doing that. Yeah. It's a lot of promises.
I don't think it's who's worse. I think it's just equally both of them are terrible right now.
But okay, I'm gonna give you pushback because I don't like what you're doing right now. I'm gonna give you some pushback.
You get some pushback.
But not one of those games look like this game. Like not one of those games that you've mentioned had the issues that this game has out the gate. Like out the gate, if this was a horse race, the horse broke both his legs out the gate and hit his face on the floor, and the other horses just kept going.
No one remember
the broken
Mass
legs.
Effect Andromeda.
Oh my God.
Shoot, Mass Effect Andromeda was spooky.
Okay, no. I knew you was gonna go there.
I knew you was gonna go for the weak
fight.
spot.
I was willing for this fight. I saw donkey legs and all that inside BioWare.
And the face?
And not one point was BioWare game broken to this effect. This game has been hyped. BioWare's game has been hyped as well, right? But look at the level of hype and look at the face plant of both, right? One fell, caught their face, and was like, yo, yeah, we good, though. We good. We good. The other one face planted face down. Now, right now, you have people issuing refunds and saying, I'm never coming back. Like, this is unprecedented for a AAA title game. This is unheard of. This is like Final Fantasy coming. This is on that scale. This is Game of the Year talk. This is the game this is what people brought their console for.
Yeah.
And,
I know people who still
do
have
like
that
this. No, we ain't gonna go after BioWare thinking that's sweet cake. That's not sweet cake. Nobody.
No. Hold on. I distinctly remember when Mass Effect when the Mass Effect Andromeda was going to come out. This is going to be the RPG that defines this generation of console.
Yes.
And then they released that reel with the girl.
With the girl that when she's doing the thing down the step, and she was going like this.
The thing is I will cap endlessly as an RPG fan that RPGs are incredibly hard to make. It's hard to make a flawless RPG because you know what? You have to get the animations right. You have to get the storyline right. You have to get there's so many more aspects to make a flawless RPG. It's a hard thing to do. And BioWare did decades of RPGs and has an incredible amount of back catalog done. But this generation, aside from Inquisition, they gave me Andromeda and
what have you done
the
for
Destiny
me lately?
Killer.
Oh, the Destiny Killer. Oh, yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
That was a cataclysmic.
I know how to fix Anthem. I know how to fix Anthem.
BioWare seems to know how to put it into a blog post, but they can't make it work yet.
Yeah,
so
exactly. It's just okay. And it's just real side note, real quickly. If you're listening, BioWare, this is how you fix Anthem. Make the enemies memorable.
Yeah.
If you look at Destiny, you know when you see
Hive, you know what I'm saying?
Hive,
fallen bosses.
You know, the fallen, you know, when you see them, you know their distinct movement, the Vex, you know everything, and you know how to fight that combatant. When you play Anthem,
very generic,
it's very generic cannon fodder. Marvel's Avengers suffers from that same problem. If they fix that and make those enemies memorable, and you have to change tactics to fit the war for those characters, it'll happen. But they don't do it, and that's the problem. Sorry, if they're listening, and you use my stuff, I want royalty money here.
Let me give a super chat, then we get the rest of the panel with us. Let's get my brother. I got Boom. Yeah,
Boom.
Shout out to Boom. Don't Barrel Game with a $5 super chat. Up to 400 people here. Let's get those likes up. Happy Sunday panel and chat. Salute my bro, man. Always love to see Boom in the realm. It's been a minute.
Happy
I gotta get
Sunday,
you back
Boom.
on the road. Happy Sunday, Boom. It's definitely haven't had you in a minute. Let's see what we got, man. Things are
man,
flying.
skip
Things are
the hell
flying.
out
Things are
of me.
flying. Okay, there we go. I got Lucius Augustus, $5 super chat. He says Cyberpunk is a broken masterpiece. I'm almost 40 hours in, and the side missions and main story are amazing. I feel bad for my brothers in OJ, and that's what I'm hearing. The same thing from Lord Porsche Power, and then Lord Evan, $5 super chat. Just gotta say, KOTOR 2, the best Bioware game, was made by Obsidian. Don't doubt my boys
Facts.
Phil Descent.
Facts.
That's facts. I love Obsidian. I'm a cat for Obsidian, so that's my people right there. All right, so let's get Jonathan B with the $5 super chat. Hold on. When we start comparing CDProjektRed to Joe Budden, we really done taken a turn. Thank God 343 delayed Halo. That would be Ja Rule. Oh my. Coming for Undead. Jonathan B not feeling the Joe Budden reference. I mean, Dizzy, excuse me. The Dizzy.
Man, I'm really glad the 4 Joe Budden fans are in the chat today.
Wow. Y'all gonna
Yo,
disrespect
he's
the
been on
mute
his
music.
Bash Joe Button tour.
They on that.
forever.
They hating on the Joe right now. So shout out to Jersey. Anyway, look, let's get the rest of the panel in, man. Now that we see what's going on, I mean, I'm actually curious about Lord Macho with this, and then I get Snaldo. Who has sullied their reputation more, CDProjektRed or BioWare?
Considering the fact that CDProjektRed lied, misled, deceit,
Run straight,
everybody,
run amok, hoodwink, bamboozle.
We
It's-
lied. We cheat. We
that's where the line is drawn for me, man. That they deliberately lied and they knew about it, knew the state of the game, and they decided to ship it out anyway. That's where you lose all the points for me personally. That's where I think they went from the higher echelon of developers to put on this pedestal. They set the standards for RPGs and games all over the gaming industry. Now they're at the bottom.
If you
BioWare-
talk to Dizzy, they never was at the top.
BioWare, they just made they made bad games, right? They made bad games, but the thing is, they can recuperate from all that because they didn't really lie to people about this kind of stuff. They showed you the product and they released it, and it just didn't. It was underwhelming. It didn't live up to stuff, but they can come back from that. I'm not the biggest BioWare fan or CDPR fan by any chance.
Right.
I'm not even a big Western RPG guy, but just from seeing from the outside, it just CDPR's fall was just dramatic on all levels.
Okay, but
compared
what about
to BioWare? Yeah,
Let me ask this though, because
CDPR.
my man A's, he's fighting a good fight. He's fighting back in the chat. He said, "What about?" He said, "BioWare didn't do that with Anthem. Anthem was spooky out here. That was a cataclysmic disaster." And then the line, there was a lot of things going on that people, let's be real, like it didn't hit right. And that was super hype. That was at the end of I'm not coming for you, Hector. I'm just coming for the chat. That was the end of I remember seeing it for the first time at the Microsoft press conference at the end and being absolutely wowed at the potential of what was shown. And as the layers kept coming off, and as we got close, and King was there too, like, it was spooky, man. Like, I think we all forgetting there's a little bit of that Anthem. Anthem was a cataclysmic joint failure too. Like, we can't forget about Anthem. I think we forget a little bit.
At this point, we're just comparing
failures.
How bad they kind of just messed up on their part, right? Yeah. So again, it's gonna be all subjective on like what you think is like the worst one, but overall, at the end of the day, it's just like
sticking with your guns.
BioWare was like in that cool kid class at school. There was with the Naughty Dogs. There's with the rock stars, and then CDPRs comes in with a nice jacket and nice sneakers and saying like, I run this class now. But then the next day they come in with all these scruff on the sneakers and little dirt and little pee stains up in their pants.
Damn!
And that was like cool kids.
Wow.
So it is what it is. It is what it is.
Let me get the super chat and then we'll get PD, because I know PD's chomping at the bit because I got Anthem questions for him. Shout out to Persian Knight with the files super chat. Only thing good coming out of Poland is Mods Gaming. How damn! Shout out to Poland. Salute the Lords of Gaming.net's old Mods Gaming. I was hoping he could make it, but I did send him in the last minutes. So that's on me. Sorry, boss. If you're still around, though, here, jump in anytime you want, brother. You lock that. All right, so let's get Neo Mental, $10 super chat. I love this game. He goes, damn it, jump me. I understand why people are upset, but comparing CDPR to Bioware, but you are talking bugs versus bad game design. And leave Joe Button alone. He's fire and can say whatever he wants. Mute music in stores right now. Cop that. Get him, Neo Mental. Talk to him.
I really got people fired up for this. I'm loving it. I think I'm gonna go straight to Twitter with this.
Yo, this has turned into a great Joe Budden debate. This is hilarious. Shout out to Dizzy and Undead. They out here repping. They going hard to pay. So look, PD, your opinion definitely means a lot to me because I know you were really the Bioware guy. You were the Anthem guy. You know, the teasing went down, you know, when Anthems were down. You were like, it's going down, you know. But serious, all jokes aside, like with this situation, CDProjektRed, Bioware, who has sullied their reputation the most?
So, if you think about it, technically, CDProjektRed, yes, they lied about working their game working correctly on their lower console, but it technically still works on the other consoles and the PC. So technically it still works, just not for those lower consoles. And then you look at BioWare and it has more library to speak of. So you have, you know, your Anthem and you have your Mass Effect game and, you know, Mass Effect Andromeda, which, you know, it had a lot of in-game breaking mechanics, but they weren't things that like destroyed the game. And then you have Anthem, which worked somewhat because there were some consoles that weren't working fully.
Fort Tarsus was an issue.
Correct. So it had some in-game bugs. And then when you look at it, like they just had a game that just didn't work properly. And Final Fantasy 14 version 1 was garbage. They trashed it, and now look at Final Fantasy 14 now. It is an amazing game, which, you know, I think a lot of people that love what Anthem is hoping that would become again. So, you know, they always have that turnaround. And from the game, because I have yet to play Cyberpunk, because I just haven't had the time, but I have friends that have played it, and I've seen people play it, and it looks fantastic. And I haven't seen any, you know, breaking type of game breaking content. But I would unfortunately say that BioWare has more of a, like, you know, they have saltied their name a little more because, you know, even though they have lied, like even though CDProjektRed has lied, stating that, you know, these things were going to work, they technically still have a product that does fully work, just not on the correct
So are you implying that the games themselves, while having technical bugs, are better games as opposed to the opposite where, you know, it's like, you know, Florida or whatever? But okay, I see you going.
Yeah, so I mean, I look at it a little differently. I look at it game by game, not by the you know, them as a whole. Yes, they screwed up. They messed up. But at the same time, like, they both did things wrong, but I mean, I haven't seen anything with CDProjektRed that is, you know, in fact, not working correctly.
Okay. Let me get Slow-Mo and then we get the king in here. Slow-Mo, $20 super chat. Y'all lucky I'm not on this panel. Great discussion. But CDProjektRed rep is worse now because they were known for pro-consumerism and transparency, and they absolutely destroyed that rep with Cyberpunk 2077. That's a strong point right there, man. Let's get the king in here, man. I need to know, King, who messed up their name in these streets the most
between
CDProjektRed and BioWare.
CDProjektRed. BioWare has a catalog. CDProjektRed has one franchise, and they branched off into another franchise. They're just showing you that they really, how can I say it? Like, if you look at the history of The Witcher, I'm not saying I'm not taking anything away from The Witcher as far as the lore, and if you read the books, if you read the cartoons, and you do all this other stuff, and you put all of it together, and the characters are well developed, and all this other stuff. If you start from the rip, like when they just come out, these games are always coming out broken, and then they have to fix them. This is their MO. You know, their MO is don't look at us now, wait till we're ready to go to the ball. And my thing is, why with this company, it's the same mantra, you know, and everybody keeps expecting something different. You knew that the game was going to come out broken. Y'all hoped that it didn't, right? You knew. It's their MO. From The Witcher 1, for The Witcher 2, for The Witcher 3, is their MO. But what they did with The Witcher 3 was the free DLC. All you guys are capping for the free DLC and the fact that they stuck with the game until the game was at a pinnacle.
Hey King.
Yes.
You know who else gets free DLC for their games?
Who?
Rockstar and Grand Theft Auto Online.
Oh yeah, no.
And
Listen,
Red Dead Redemption 2 Online.
but you're talking about different philosophies for different companies, right? Rockstar won't ship a game until it's ready because they believe in their product, right? But also, don't forget some of Rockstar games in the beginning, before they had that big bag and they can lay back and let you continue to play the old game, had issues. So let's not just act like, you know, this is an isolated incident. What it is we have fostered this culture of brokenness, and we have accepted it, and we have allowed it to fester and grow into our medium. In this digital age where you can download a patch, what is the sense of making sure that we get it right first when they can tell you, oh, we have a patch out in a week that'll fix that bug, but then a new bug will pop up. Don't worry, we'll patch that bug up too, and we'll get this DLC out. So if we continue to allow this stuff to fester inside our community, it will only get worse. Where you're just getting downloaded levels, and then, you know, don't worry, get the level next week. they're starting that right now with the Final Fantasy. Like I told you guys, I wasn't on board for that Final Fantasy cap, and once they release the full game, then I'll purchase the full game.
You've been on your square with that.
Right. So I feel that CDProjektRed has did irreparable damage to their reputation, for the simple fact that they're only known for these two franchises, right? So these two franchises, if you look back, you can see a history inside what they have done. They have amassed a fortune on you guys, hoping and praying that they fix the broken games that they ship.
Right. So
now that this game has been more eyeballs, because I think the last generation, it will probably be one of our largest generations, right? As far as 120 something PlayStation, 120 something million PlayStations, you know, 80 something million Xboxes out there in the wild. And those eyes were anticipating and waiting for this game of the year type of game, right? Now, let's say if we only use 2 to 4% of that fan base to purchase this game, pre-orders alone told you what this game was going to be. Right. So you say 6.5 million people, because you only can say only 1.5 million on the next generation consoles could be sold anyway, because they're a limited capacity. So that's the 1%. But the 6.5, let's just say 2 point something million out of that 6.5. Let's say 2 million out of that is PC. Let's say the rest is console based. That's a disparity. Yeah, just saying. You're saying 4.5 million people is the base that is having this experience.
Right. The majority.
So they did the worst harm to their reputation.
Okay. Look, I mean, look, this is a tough one. Let me get to super chat, then I'll jump in for my thoughts. Shout out to Philly Eagle. Hope I didn't miss anybody before Philly. $5 super chat. As a huge Bioware fan, they destroyed their rep more, in my opinion, because their games matter more to me. So this is dependent on what games you like. Fair enough. Gaming is selfish. We will say that. And then we got, we got after Philly, we got, my man Six Slayer. What's up, brother? $5 super chat. Bioware or CDProjektRed? I say Bioware. CDProjektRed is going to be aight. Let's not forget whose Bioware's publisher is. EA won't tolerate much more before. Oh man, this is tough. I went back and forth with this because y'all know I'm a big BioWare fan. You know, I grew up with the Mass Effect thing. You know, and I unlike some, I like Dragon Age Inquisition, Lord Undead, the Slender. But look at him shaking his head. He's like, nope, it's garbage. So then Macho said it's a snore fest. So Macho, you get doc pay. You don't get paid anything. So don't worry about that, doc. But anyway, look. The more I thought about it, at first I was leaning BioWare. I was. But the more I thought about it, I think the defining things for me, where I got to lean King's way, is that the lying. And I think when you purposely hold out the versions of a situation, a platform, so you know that it won't make you look in the best light. You're already coming in from a place of deception, right? And they are now admitting to that and all that. And then you couple that with, okay, the review process. We saw that joint, and then the refund process, right? You say, hey, okay, we'll make it right, but then you didn't necessarily go through all the proper channels with the partners involved to make sure you guys were on the same page on how this thing was going to work. If you were truly sincere with your action, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's where I struggle, because I know, like, BioWare, listen, they did damage. Don't get me wrong, like Anthem did damage, Andromeda did I was so hyped for Andromeda, and then, you know what I'm saying, it was what it was. You know, it wasn't a bad game. It just didn't live up to the level that the other three, and then technically it did have issues though. We're not gonna act like it did not. So this is close, but CDProjektRed was so beloved. Witcher 3, like, you speak to people, it's a different energy. So to see this fall from them, it seems a little more to me. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm leaning right now. You know what I'm saying? I got to think more of it. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Anybody else got any thoughts or did I miss before we move on to the next topic on?
Yeah, it's just that Witcher 3 just, like you said, it catapulted CDPR.
Yeah, like
stardom.
they were like untouchable with that game. Like,
did anybody think that a Netflix show was gonna come out?
Factual,
you know, from last year because of not a game.
Yeah.
Or same thing even with the books. The books sold like crazy when that show was announced, and I'm sure it even sold even more when the Witcher 3 even came out. Even I bought the books and started reading them because of the game.
Yeah.
So, and it is
Got
good.
him.
It is good. I was bamboozled.
Book sales.
Yes. Look, man. I mean, you're onto something, brother. You're onto something. I mean, they were, you know, again, what Witcher 3 just put them in this mythical light, and it's oh man, it's a tough one. It's still close, but yeah, that's what I'm sorry, Undead, you want to jump in?
Yeah, I just want to say, like, I think a few things that CDProjektRed can adapt, and like I know a lot, Dizzy brings up a lot, and I know he really loves Rockstar. But one of the reasons why Rockstar works so well the way it does is because the people that are in charge in the boardroom of Rockstar are also creatively involved in the game itself. Mm-hmm. You look at Rockstar, you used to have Sam and Dan Houser. They wrote a lot of the Rockstar games, and they're on the lead board of directors. So they could go into the boardroom and go, hey, we're hands-on with this. This don't work.
Right.
Wait a minute. Let us fix it, and then put it out the door. They had the reputation and the candor where they could walk into a boardroom and go, just wait. It'll be worth it. Mm-hmm. GTA 5 prints money anyways, so they've got that to fall back on. Mm-hmm. But having creatives in the boardroom is something CDPR needs to look at, because if you look at the CDPR board of directors, so to speak, or their boardroom, it's all financial guys. Badowski has nothing to do with the creative aspects of the game, doesn't know, so of course he's going to just go, they say it has bugs, but ship it because we'll make a good fourth quarter on it. He doesn't know. He doesn't care. He's just going, ship it out the door. I think CDPR, if they want to regain some of this loss, unlike BioWare, who has to wait till 2023 when they release their next game to regain fan trust, if CDPR publicly fires Badowski and then starts shuffling their boardroom around and nails down and focuses and patches this game and fixes this game and makes all those mistakes right and went, hey, we screwed up and fix it, they will be fine.
Yes.
Hey, Sean Murray at Hello Games.
Factual.
You did that great.
Factual. That's what see. I'm glad you said that because I was shout out. I forgot who I was talking to on Twitter. He's a good dude. He's a Sony guy, but he goes back and forth with me sometimes. But it was a good discussion. But he was like, "Yo, Cog, I don't think they can come back from it." And I do want to say this about CD Projekt Red, even though I'm leaning with them that their reputation is the sulliest right now. But I do feel they can because at the end of the day, like you said, Undead. Take care of the base consoles first. Keep with that patch schedule. If they get that to that point of functionality and stuff like that, and then you drop that next gen patch, then you got that free DLC, then you got that multiplayer, and if those things hit, they could come out of this. You know what I'm saying? And they could come out of this well because at its core, and a shout out to Porch Power in the chat, he riding hard. You know, the game is good. Like from my understanding, everyone that has played, the only reason why I stopped, I kind of took a king stance. I said, you know what? I don't want to play it like this. Even though I'm not experiencing anything yet, I don't want to get into a situation that happens and it's spooky. Then I saw some joint on the forums about save data and losing, corruption. And I'm like, I'll be damned if I put in a bunch of hours and then they lose my progress. No. So I say, let me just hold the fort. I'll be patient. I'll take King's advice. Wait for the next. I got tons of stuff to play. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But to Undead's point, I do think they could come out of this. It's gonna be tough, but they got to hit everything. But I definitely think they can come out. Finish Undead now. Let you get it.
Yeah. No. The thing is like it's so funny because we always talk in the industry spaces. This company's done. They're finished. They can't come back. I can remember back in 2013 when people were like, "Oh, Square Enix is never going to be able to do anything again."
Come on, done.
And like. The thing is we're fickle. We always sit there and we're like, no, I'm done with this. I'm never touching this again.
Facts.
And then they're like, hey, shiny
thing. Guess who's back?
Yeah, and we forget about it. But the
Facts.
problem,
Destiny does that to me every expansion. Continue.
The problem is CDProjektRed was up on a mountain,
yes,
and it took a dump on reviewers, which then trickled down to the fans,
Facts.
And then the fans tried to hold the reviewers accountable, and then went to CDProjektRed. And as soon as you sully that relationship between all those three things, you have a lot of work to do.
Yes.
And I just do not see without them doing a leadership change up. Can they backpedal that? Because they need to show something right now that shows we're committed to changing how we handled the game. Not the game. I know they're going to patch it, but they need to convince people that, hey, the management who made these decisions is gone.
Facts.
Period.
I feel that. Definitely New Day talk. Let me get the super chat and we move on. Shout out to Black Ronin 357. $5 super chat. Inquisition was fun and a great game. Last BioWare game I finished. Salute. I think I am caught up on super chats. Peter, anybody let me know if I missed anything. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. I thought this was a fun topic, man. We got the great, reputations on the line, so it is what it is. But want to do something fun. This shout out to Lord Act. This was his topic. Sad about his power. Hopefully, like I said, we'll get him back at some point. But this was a fun one, man. I just wanted to kind of a recap, and this is just personal from each Lord here, as far as 2020, as far as their games, games this generation per platform, that kind of stuff. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys as far as how you want to handle it, if you want to do it per platform, each platform, you know what I'm saying? What were your personal games of the gen, some sleepers and things that stood out to you overall. So I'm going to go to the opposite. Let me go with the Young Buck first. Let me go with Lord Macho. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a little Macho in here, man. You've been writing a lot for us and a lot of great reviews and stuff. So 2020, what are your standouts per platform, that really excited you? You can give maybe 2 or 3 each, per. You're muted, sir. You're still muted, sir. There you go.
This year I played because of COVID restrictions and all that stuff and being able to work from home, I was able to play way more games I did in any other year the past 3 or 4 years. So going back into that mindset of what did I play this year?
I know, right? So much,
but the ones that stand out to me, obviously, it's Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Ooh, man, we ran to that booth at PAX with the quickness. We was like, we covering this. We gonna get this.
You guys know, you follow me on Twitter. I retweet anything positive Final Fantasy VII.
Well, man, talk that. Educate Disney. He's a heathen. He's a Final Fantasy VI heathen. So educate him. Continue.
Final Fantasy 7 Remake, man. It's just like I can't like I'm a big Square Enix fan. I love 14. I even love Final Fantasy 13 too. And when it blew my expectations away, and the fact that it was just a polished game overall, that was just like, oh my gosh, they're actually going for it. They're doing it. They're being ambitious with this story too, which is great. The other one,
let's go.
Hades.
Ooh, banger.
Hades. I don't even like roguelike adventures. You know, I don't even like those kind of games. I find them tedious. I just find the progression not as satisfying. But Hades, just with the writing, the music, the action, combat, the synergy between everything that you're getting, all the abilities that you move to each floor, phenomenal, dude. Oh my gosh.
Solve it, smiling. Continue.
I actually beat the game. I rolled credits on that game.
Wow.
Which, you know, it doesn't, you know, it takes a little bit of effort to get into that. I think it capped like 40 hours by the time I got
Lord.
to
Stitch
the
$2 super chat coming for you on Final Fantasy. How could you call a demo a game of the generation? You slander.
Listen, I can say this for Macho. He doesn't care.
He don't care what you talking about.
They could have had 2 stick figures on that screen.
King, what happened when we were at PAX and it was Final Fantasy 7 day?
He left me.
He left everybody. He left everybody.
He left everybody.
Everyone. Like, where's Macho? Gone.
He don't care. So I'm gonna tell you right now. I take whatever he says about that game with a grain of salt. He doesn't care. You know, he loved the game when the game was mentioned.
Hey, yo, you stupid.
I love it. So
listen, man. Those PS1 textures that were in the bathroom in the beginning of the game, those were Easter eggs.
It was a love letter.
He doesn't care. Nothing that you're gonna say is ever gonna take him away from that game.
A nostalgic callback. I like that. I'm using that. Continue, sir. Give me some more. You got Hades. Give me some more.
Last one we got. That was snug at the Game Awards. Ori and World Wars.
Doesn't get enough credit.
That was one of the first games I played when I got my gaming PC. Make sure I actually paid for the money on that one. 144 frames per second.
Phil Dominus did that for you.
Oh my gosh.
Phil Dominus made that happen for you.
And more. That made me question my love for Hollow Knight, which is my favorite Metroidvania of all time. Ori and World Wars was like... You're getting there. It's like 1.2.
And the emotion that game evokes. Very, very powerful.
Exactly. So those are my top 3 of just the entire years.
No doubt.
Fantastic year. Fantastic.
Salute, Dan the Man. Cunningham, file some chat. Another great ILP show. Great cast. Great topics. Hope everyone has a wonderful holiday. All the best. Salute, man. Appreciate y'all showing the love. We got LOGNET in the building holding us. This is a dope show. But let's get Petey. Let's go Petey, man. I'm very curious. You're the WoW man. So it's just Division and that's it, right? We're gonna wrap this up.
No.
Division, right?
Division. I'm not even gonna say Division because I am.
You used to. I
will always have this.
You was you, right? It was you that used to. Okay.
Oh, I would say it all the time. But they saltied me, and that is a discussion for another day.
We're gonna talk positively.
I could rant for hours.
Fair enough.
So, just a couple of games I thought were amazing this year.
Let's go.
Quick handful. I thought one really big groundbreaking game, which I think is going to be amazing for the future, is Phasmophobia.
Yes.
Now, I don't know how many people have actually played it, but the pure fact that you could be walking around in game and screaming for a ghost's name, and then because of your voice activation within the game, it will actually resonate to certain actions within a game. That's huge. I think it's really going to be groundbreaking to see how that is going to change into the world of gaming. I think that is a really groundbreaking game. I thought it was fantastic.
What about this year? So what about the things of the year?
Hades? I fell in love with that game. My personal love for that game is straight up game of the year. Love that game more than I could imagine. Even with it being kind of an older game because it didn't come out this year, but I finally got my hands on it with the whole entire little bit of patches and little more difficulty updates and everything on it. I didn't want to stop playing it. I beat it and I completed it and went through it all, and it was fantastic, and I loved it. That game was superb, and And what they did with Shadowlands, with Warcraft Shadowlands this year,
yeah, you've been going
I'm
hard
gonna
to pay for
say,
that.
like, a lot of Warcraft players have been waiting for it for a really long time. When they said it was coming out, then it got delayed a month, and then it finally came out. And that was one of those games that, like, it had so many bugs when it started, but they patched it every day for almost a month until everything was solid and back and everything's perfect now. And the difficulty of what they did with it was more than I could dream of. Like, I can't tell you how many hours and hours and hours I've been putting into it, just try to get myself and all my friends and everything back to snuff. But those are my games right now that I'm really, really enjoying. And I have Cyberpunk sitting, you know, in the wins to eventually play it. But that's something that I'm gonna play when I get time. But and a little honorable mention.
What's the honorable mention?
We didn't play it at PAX East, but the boys over at Wicked Games told us about it. Pumpkin Jack.
Oh yeah, Pumpkin Jack. Good.
Pumpkin Jack. Got some time on that game. Fantastic. I couldn't believe the enjoyment out of it because it had that, you know, Jack and Dexter feel, and it was just like very low key, and I really, really enjoyed it because I haven't played a game like that in such a long time. That it really, really impressed me.
No doubt, no doubt. First of all, let me give a big salute. We got some soul in the round. Lord Soul himself, one of the newest additions to LogNet. Jay Thompson in the building. Let me check on your levels good. Can I hear you, sir? Say something to make sure your levels are good.
Yeah, you can hear me?
There you go. The newest edition.
Cool.
What's up, man? Good to have you in the room, brother. Yo, fantastic articles. Love what you've been putting out for the site, man. You've been really killing it. Great new addition. So we have a little fun with this segment, you know what I'm saying? Just celebrating just, again, games of the gen for you personally. I don't know if you want to split it up by platform, you know, 2 or 3 or just one, you know, things that personally your favorite games is gen.
Oh man. I mean, first is The Witcher 3, without a doubt. I checked my total hours that I played with that game. I spent 743 hours with that game. I've beaten it like 5 times. Just like the combat isn't like the best, like nothing to write home about.
That's the point of contention.
I'll fully admit that, man. But just the stories, those characters, man, it was so memorable for me that I actually wanted to like read the books afterwards.
Dope.
And yeah, man, I just love The Witcher. Dishonored 2 is another game that I'll put in there, man, because like I started getting back into stealth games, and like the freedom that game gives you, it basically just puts you in like a playground, and it's like just go wild, like figure it out, man. Like just it gives you all these tools and just lets you figure it out, and you know the freedom that game gives you, man, is just, it was just fun start to finish.
No doubt. Give me one more.
Oh yeah, for sure. I need one more. Probably Bloodborne, man. Bloodborne was my first kind of entry into the Souls franchise. And
for a lot of people too, yeah.
Yeah, and I think what really got me into that was just like the aesthetic, that gothic horror kind of atmosphere, man. There's just nothing else like that.
No doubt.
And the bosses, of course, man, it's just so much fun getting into a new one each time. And just like the best part about that game, man, is just like the interconnectivity of like each of the levels. So like you'll be progressing through a level, and then like you have like so many souls on you, and it's like you don't know if you want to keep going because like you're like, yo, what if I die? I'm gonna lose all my souls. But then like right at the nick of time, you find a shortcut that brings you all the way back to the beginning of the level, and then you have that sigh of relief. And it's just like moments like that just like it really elevates that experience for me, and one of the most memorable of the generation for me. For sure.
Good choices, sir. Good choices, man. Love what you're doing. Let's get Lord Dizzy in the realm. Lords of Gamers now. That's COO. I need 3 from you, and it can't be all ARC.
Just to clarify, are we doing this year or generation?
We could do generation. Let's do
generation. Okay. I just wanted to make sure and not sound silly when I was like, I don't have any for this year.
Nah, you good. I expanded it.
But I actually, so I had 3, but there's also a 1A. So I'm going to start with Titanfall. And with Titanfall, I have 1A Destiny. And the reason I say Please listen.
Wait, say that again for the people in the
I
back.
think
Wait,
Destiny
let me
is a
put
1A.
I want to focus on Undead's face when you said that was amazing. Continue.
But what they did to the first-person shooter genre, they put the genre on notice. Everybody tried to play catch-up to both of these games afterwards. And I say Titan. The reason why I have Titanfall in front is Call of Duty was their direct competitor.
Oh, factual.
And look at all of the games that they were like, this is trash, because they were trying to mimic what Titanfall was doing, and they failed utterly. So much to the point they were like, we just got to go back to the old stuff because we can't dive in.
Yo, that wall running though, bro. That
What Titanfall? No, not for 2020 slow-mo.
slow going in. Continue. Ignore him right now. The division crew. Ignore the division crew. Let's go.
So I have them because of what they did to the just the genre in general. I can't go play another first-person shooter without trying to wall run or try to jump and float like I do with my Warlock. So they just put them on notice. Number two, I would say I am going to put Ark. Because I'm a multiplayer
Talk, baby.
I'm a multiplayer kind of guy, and it has a lot of similarities to my favorite MMO, which is Ultima Online, with the creativity, of crafting, the creativity in building, the creativity in getting creatures to fight by your side, so on and so forth. And even for that genre, everybody else is playing catch up. Everybody else.
Yo, Slow-Mo was going in so hard on you. He said, well, you will play Ark and have a degree in frostbite damage control, so I'm not surprised. Yo! He's going in on you.
He's on the panel. Secondly,
Slow-Mo is ruthless.
Wait. I gotta ask, did seeing Vin Diesel get you excited?
See, he was a good dude. Listen.
He wouldn't have been my first choice to be in Ark, but nice. I mean, it is what it is. He puts thousands of hours into Ark. But everybody else in the genre is still trying to play catch up. And the one thing I will say for Obsidian, when they made Grounded, they did contact and they have talked to the developers over there at Studio Wildcard, what worked, what didn't work. So that helped them into building the world that they were trying to build, which came out very good. So as we see the genre starting to get better, but it's still the king of the genre.
No doubt.
And the last one actually is going to be, again, I'm more of a multiplayer kind of guy.
Yeah.
But this one made me fall back in love with a single player campaign experience, and that is Hellblade.
Yeah, you ride or die. You go hard in paint.
Hellblade actually made me get PS Plus, or not PS Plus, PS Now, just so I could play God of War. That game,
you go hard.
Everything that it does is awesome. The way that it tells the story, the way that it uses new experiences with, and you have to play with a headset. Yeah. Or I guess in King's case, have a phenomenal home theater system. Where you can say the pin drop came from over here.
Facts. The voices, amazing.
It did such a great thing, and the motion capture that they did with it. It was one of the games that blew my mind for the generation. And actually, if I were to say that my game of the generation, I would say Hellblade over those two.
Okay. Wow.
But, and it made me, like I said, it made me want to go play God of War.
Facts. No, that's huge. Like I said, we can't act like, one, the transformative nature of what Hellblade was doing in the audio space and graphically for a small team to what they did. And as much as I tease you about, as a Destiny fan, I mean, you've had our battles, but I will say, one of the things that I have to admit to you live on air is one of the things I always do is check engagement. I'm a big engagement guy. I'll go to games most played on Xbox Live. I'll check those things out. And I always take great pride that Destiny, for a game I've played for damn near 6 years, is always in that top 10, is always mixing. And every time I'm like, damn, Ark is ahead of us. What's going on? Who's playing Ark? And I'm like, it would get me mad. I'm like, yo, this game is, again, I don't know if it was since the Game Pass thing, but Ark is always, as much as I talk about it, it is always in the conversation with engagement. And it showed out, because obviously we got an Arc 2. We seen the bag that's been dropped. Microsoft supported it. It's an exclusive. So salute to you. You were there since the early beginnings.
Since the early days.
Riding and dying. So salute to you on that. I got to give you your roses where you can spell it with Arc. But let's get Undead in the realm. I am dying to hear. This is a Lord of... I'm called Lord Contrarian sometimes. He's got his own bag. Yes, you've got your own bag sometimes. But I'm very curious, what were your kind of 3 personal gen-defining games, for you?
Well, I'm going to do 3, and I'm going to do an honorable mention for 1, because I can't necessarily throw it in as a game of the generation, but it made me fall back in love with the whole genre again, in which it's one of those games where you play it and then you go on Steam and you buy 10 more games in that genre because you just fall back in love with it.
Salute.
So my honorable mention will be Iron Harvest.
Oh.
For the simple reason is that game made me go, all right, I'm downloading Age of Empires again. Oh, I'm downloading Age of Mythology again.
Let's go.
Like 300 hours of
go.
RTS games because of Iron Harvest. It's brilliant. Go play it. You can go on this channel and watch me and Attic get our asses absolutely
Shout out to the
from one
devs.
side to the other.
Shout out to the Iron Devs.
That was fun.
Destroying us. Continue.
So definitely
Which
one
I'll
of my
mention
favorite.
too that our review score for Iron Harvest actually got an accolades trailer.
Yes, it did.
Yep.
So congratulations on that, my man. That
Salute.
was big.
Yeah, that was huge. You guys killed
Absolutely.
it. Man.
And so going to my games, as everyone knows, anyone that follows me, I'm a little weird in the games that I love to play.
I love it.
So my first one is Hitman 2. For the simple reason is this was a franchise that after Absolution, it could have died. They went episodic. They got dumped by Square Enix. Square Enix was like, get out of here, take your IP and just get out of our hair. And they went independent, and they've been putting out an amazing open sandbox game where you can do anything. Anything you want, you can do it. The mission structure's there. The variety's there. It's the only game where you can kill Gary Busey and Sean Bean. Like, it's a win-win. Honestly. For that alone, I'm a stealth nut. I love those games. Ubisoft, Splinter Cell.
Yes, please.
Wait, what do you got against Sean Bean?
He gets killed in every game.
All the time.
He gets killed all the time. In every movie, every game, man gets killed all the time. Shout out to shout out to Sean Bean.
My number 2 is gonna be, it's a combo of Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal, because that is FPS porn. That's what that is. Period. End of story. Full stop. It is the smoothest game that you can play. And if you are really bummed out by Cyberpunk and you're like, oh man, this doesn't run on my base PS4, Xbox One, go buy Doom Eternal. That runs 60 FPS on your base VCR, Xbox One, and your PlayStation 4. That will work front to back. It's an amazing game. The DLC is so hard. It made me seriously question whether I could still play Doom. I had to take it off the hardest difficulty and dial it down. It's an amazing front to back experience that id Software really shows why, id Software has the track record of being one of the best FPS studios in the market. Aside from Respawn, obviously, because Dizzy is 100%.
I love when Dizzy said that.
With Titanfall. My last one's a little hard because there's so many games that came out and can be considered generation defining and everything else. Like people say Witcher, everything else. My final one is Prey. And the reason why Prey is because this is our first generation that we had to go through where we didn't get a BioShock game. And this was the first generation that a game did BioShock better than BioShock was done with BioShock Infinite.
Salute.
Prey front to back is one of the best immersive sim games that you can play on any platform. It got a lot of flack because I will admit, it is absolutely nothing like the original Prey IP. They slapped that IP name on there in order to sell it.
Yeah.
That is what it is. But it was so immersive. It was so much fun. It was so weird. It had so many different aspects and how you could play it, so many branching paths you could do. It's a game that I can replay all the time and still never get bored of it. And that's really a unique experience to have in a single player experience.
Dope, man. Let me super chat before I get the king. Shout out to the Clutch Band followers, super chat. I think I missed you. Shout out to you guys for 5K subs. You guys deserve more. Thank you, brother. We need more shows like this. And 2021 is definitely looking to be a great year for Xbox gamers. Salute Clutch Band. That's much love. And then we got Shroom Kingdom with a $2 super chat. First timing with the smart pistol in Titanfall Fire. Ooh, remember that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Titanfall was that jam right there, man. So let's get the King in there, man. I'm curious. The King is a very passionate gamer, very particular tastes. I want to know 3 of his kind of, gender-defining games. What is the ones that got the King excited?
Destiny 2.
Let's go. That's right.
Any game.
Fix your face, Undead. Fix your face.
I have to play like it's college. Like I have a term paper due on Tuesday. When it's reset Tuesday and I schedule my life around reset Tuesday, where somebody asks me to, can you come on to my show? And if you're not a true and dear friend,
if it's on a Tuesday and you're not a true and dear friend, you not make that.
Yo, shout out to 4 Guys with Quarters. I was on the show and I've never in my life felt FOMO like that in my whole life. I was like, yo, I'm loving the show, but I'm missing my team right now.
No doubt.
So, I gotta say Destiny 2.
All right, let me break it down real quick because I gotta do this extra Destiny love. Which expansion were we doing? Which one got you the most? Which was it? The Forsaken?
I mean, everybody's gonna say Taken King. Everybody. I mean, that's the.
But I'm talking about from the 2 era. We got Forsaken, Shadowkeep, and now Beyond Light. Just if we could break it down those 3 for the gen. What out of those 3?
But Beyond Light just started.
Okay. So you going Forsaken? What you doing?
Yeah, it has to be Forsaken.
Why? No doubt.
Forsaken changed a whole lot of things.
Put the boot on the Division dudes. Keep talking. I want to talk spicy.
Well,
talk dirty.
It was a time where I thought Division was going to live up to the hype, and I just realized they had some fundamental flaws. If Division would have did certain things right, they could have capitalized on the disgruntled Destiny fan. If they would have gave you something to get around in the world at a speedier pace, opposed to spawn jumping from section to section, like if they would have gave you a skateboard, I don't care what they could have gave.
Give me a vehicle to go around the world.
Get you around the world. Memorable raids. Their raids aren't memorable. It felt like you know what it feels like? It feels like Gears of War with people without armor.
Wow.
That's what it feels like. It feels like if you had regular people with jackets and jeans on and boots in Gears of War without the armor of Gears of War. But what I do like about the Division is that survival mode. That was the best thing.
I'm mad they didn't bring that back.
They should have stuck with that. That should have been a focal point.
Facts.
And you saw what Destiny did with that. Right. This is what I like with Destiny. Destiny and shout out to Diz for bringing that up. You made it a hot verse. I made it a hot song.
They take your J and make it better.
They took the frozen aspect of it and they found out a way to make it better, and then incorporated it into a memorable raid. Sorry, brother, you had your shot at the title and you swung and you missed. So Destiny
with the deal with it, Shade.
Destiny is by far the best console shooter, looter shooter that's out there. Period. If you're going to talk looter shooters, you go with Destiny.
What else we got?
I fell in love with roguelikes.
Yeah, you did.
And I have to say, Dead Cells. Shout out to Sovereign. He was raving about this game. He was frothing at the mouth, and I'm like, if it ain't in Game Pass, I don't care. I don't give a damn. So guess who showed up in Game Pass? This vaunted Dead Cells. And you know what? I went in so jaded. I was like, this dude don't know what the hell he's talking about. I don't give a damn. I said, I'm gonna play this game, and I'm gonna put a video out, and I'm gonna blast this game. 5 hours later.
5 hours later.
Oh man, I was like, yo, I brought the game right off the rip. Went straight to the marketplace, paid for the game, paid for whatever DLC was coming. I got the little eyeball extra DLC, and Then Neon Abyss furthered that love into roguelikes. So it's that aspect of it that has changed me. So I'm gonna go by platform. You know, Destiny is period. You know, my game of the generation. Period. Above all.
Factual.
But I'm gonna go by console.
Okay, I see what
First,
you're doing.
Spider-Man.
Which one?
For Sony was the first game we saw a trailer, and it lived up to that trailer. Like I saw it when I saw it. I don't care what video y'all go back to. You're gonna hear me say, "Man, it don't look like that." It don't, if it looks like that, and it plays like it look, it's over.
It's over.
And I don't care any of your God of War stands. Throw yourself in the bushes. When you go to one room, you got to clear one room, then go to the next room and clear the next room, and fight the same ogre and fight the same ogre with a different color.
Undead ain't feeling you right now. He done you lost Undead.
Undead is hurt.
Undead Lord, you done lost him.
I don't care. I don't care what you said. First of all, that wasn't God of War. That was something else, and they just threw his skin on it and said that'll sell. So that's that fake God of War game. Whatever. That Spider-Man though, it hit different. You know how it hit different? And this is how I'm gonna tell you, Sony know it hit different. Because what they launched that PlayStation 5 with, a copy of that Spider-Man that was the hit. So they didn't launch it with God of War DLC. No, they had to come with that hitter, that one-hitter quitter, that Miles Morales, get that old feel back and let you know we doing this. So Spider-Man definitely, hands above all, is the game for the PlayStation. I will buy a PlayStation just for Spider-Man, and I did. It's called a PlayStation 5. It's upstairs. I ended that Spider-Man, and what is it doing? It's on ice deck, frozen, until some games come out for it. Okay, so now let you know that. Xbox. I game there.
Yes, sir.
I live there. It's Game Pass.
Okay, Game Pass is the game of the generation.
Game
Pass is the game of the
Game Pass for Xbox.
Undead is dead again.
Change the way I view purchasing. It changed the way that I view and consume video games. No longer do I walk inside a video game store with trepidation. I don't care what y'all selling. I really don't. You know why? Because I'm gonna go home and I'm going to engage how I want to engage. I'm gonna partake of the smorgasbord that is left before me. I look at dates now. What did Game Pass release this day? So for Microsoft, for Xbox, it has to be Game Pass that is it stands head and shoulders beyond anything that they could release, because all their first party games is there anyway. So if I pick Gears, I'm talking Game Pass. If I pick Halo, I'm talking Game Pass. If I pick Forza, I'm talking Game Pass. If I pick Ori, I'm talking Game Pass. So what are we talking here? We talking Game Pass. So that's what we're talking. When you talk Microsoft, we talking Game Pass. Or you're not talking at all. So I can't like, I wish I could pick PlayStation now, but Spider-Man not there. Anyway,
had to throw slander. He had
yes,
to
exactly.
throw slander.
I gotta put that heat on their neck. Step up your game or get out the box. You notice your PlayStation 5 upstairs is frozen.
Moving on.
Listen, King, I know you have an honorable mention you have not said anything about, but I know what it is.
What is it?
What?
I know what it is.
What?
Come on, man.
Throw that in the bushes.
Final Fantasy. Put it up. Talk while you got it on the screen.
When the full game comes out, see, you know what? I can't respect. You know why I can't respect that game?
Final Fantasy.
And I'm gonna say it again. It's like you coming spitting on the ether track right now and changing the words around. You heard Nas spit the greatest verse that you've ever heard, and then here you come using the same beat. And switching up your lyrics and you make it a little bit better. Sorry, bro. That game has been done, sold, and got to me already. I cannot respect it. When it's finished, you're not gonna monetize my wallet in the manner that you're trying to do right now. And you're trying to catch.
Listen, I ate the meal and I ordered again, and
Delicious.
It don't matter what they did to that game. You was in. You are in for the full ride.
Continue, because I get my balls off of these super chats. Okay, super chat. Switch. Yes.
Switch
on the game. Careful.
It has to be Zelda.
Oh, my man.
It has to be Zelda. It has to be Breath of the Wild. That kind of sucks. Because I don't know how many years into the generation of this console, and for the first game to be launched on it is, the only game that I can bring up note that actually holds me to that. That kind of sucks. Because that's the game that made me buy every damn amiibo that you could ever catch.
Thank you for making me know about that wolf. I had to get that wolf because of you. Thank you.
Listen, that $60 purchase. Well, I guess with the console or whatever, that $60 purchase turned into probably a $3,000 purchase with Nintendo.
Factual.
Me hunting down amiibos, me in $5 stores finding amiibos and posting it online. I got them amiibos, baby.
Factual.
It has to be Breath of the Wild, and it's probably my most anticipated Switch Pro game coming up. And I'm gonna do that, So yeah, Breath of the Wild.
All right, no doubt. Let me get these super chats, and I'll get my joints off. Shout out to, hope I didn't miss anybody. Shroom Kingdom. King makes Game Pass sound like the 40/40 Club.
If you ain't in it, you ain't in it. I'm sorry. If you better be there.
Shout out, it's true because he don't talk to people who on Xbox Live. If they don't have a game, they don't have Game Pass to play the game with him. He don't talk to you until you.
My God, if you're in my group and you try to come in there and you talk about you don't got game, because I tell you, it's in Game Pass right now. Just download, let's play together. And if you say I don't have it right now, or my funds ain't right, I'm deleting you off my funds.
Frodo, you're on notice. Continue. Shout out to Frodo, that's the homie. I had to tease him. Shout out. Let's get Victor L. Stay $2 super chat. King, who did that for you? Say it. Ooh.
Phil Dominus Maximus Aurelius Spencer. He's out here. Y'all gonna see what he does next year. He on a world tour with Muhammad.
Pixel Bit G. Damn it, skip me. All right, there we go. Pixel Bit G with the $2 super chat. King, Spider-Man only had 4 enemy types.
I don't care what you're saying. They had a whole world. When I can go see what I want you to do with God of War is run from room to room without them putting up that fake barrier that you can't leave. Like with Spider-Man, if I get in the heat of conflict, I can just dip out. I get punched in the back of the head by some nondescript dude, or I get shot by a rocket. I can leave the area. You cannot leave in God of War. It's finish this area.
Not if you're indoors, man.
Ooh, he said not if you're indoors.
Yeah, you're always trapped in those rooms, man. Always.
Okay, so you're talking about if you're going through a story segment or instance, right?
Sure. Yeah.
You're talking. Okay, so is there any free roaming in God of War that you could just go besides you sitting in that boat?
I was about to say the boat.
Listening to the head talk to you and the little boy annoying you. Are we there yet? Oh my God! And the little head talking about, well, basically back in my day.
Oh my! The disrespect.
Something to distract you from how boring this is. You sitting there rowing the boat to a nondescript island that's over there that you don't got that power up, so you just made it to this island for no reason.
Undead, get him! Get him, Undead.
I did not come on here to listen to this.
Listen, LordsOfGaming.net, please do not issue your resignations after this. We love our PlayStation fans. We love the PlayStation community, Lord. So please stay with us.
Not my God of War. If you want to see a real God of War, you better see the earlier versions.
Oh my God!
When he fought Hercules off his arms and beat God.
All I will say is I'm really glad that Spider-Man won Game of the Year in 2018.
It did. It won my Game of the Year. Not all you stands that was out here capping, talking about, I like how Kratos look now with the beard. No. I like my Kratos with the smooth bald head and the bald chin with the little joint on the side right here. Kick kids off of mountains. I'm down with that Kratos. The one that beat Hercules to death and fought Zeus. Yo, you wanted to fight Thor so bad, and they said wait till next year. See you next. My man
No waiting.
Kraken. He ripped the wings off of Icarus. Come on, man. I can't even see that God. Your God of War is the fake God of War.
Oh my
Dang,
God.
Kratos paying for child services, and now he's getting ripped for it.
Oh,
Jeez,
he
man.
old. He old.
Oh my.
He can only fight Boulder. He couldn't even, yo, it was no respect on his name, man. He didn't even fight Hyperion and nobody. Come on, man. I can't mess with that God of War right there, man.
Oh my God. Anyway, wow, this turned into slander. Let me get my parts off. Listen, Games of Generation, so many good games. Obviously, King, you know I gotta side with you on Destiny, of course. You know what I'm saying? I've never played a game that long. Best gunplay in the business. As far as artistic weapon design, the way weapons feel, the way weapons react on the enemy, the shooting mechanics are second to none. I don't feel they get enough credit as far as musical direction and orchestra. Some of the best music and the thing that keeps them alive. Even though we go through our ups and downs, I know Slow-Mo in the chat and I'm teasing me and Undead teasing me. You know, the thing about it is it's the end game. You know, when you do a raid for the first time and you experience that, and Deep Stone Creek, their latest one, a combination of some of the best mechanics and some of the best music I've ever heard in gaming. So salute to them. They keep the train running. They're doing what they're doing. I like that they're expanding. Game Pass was phenomenal for them. Cross plays coming. Cross save was phenomenal. They were on every platform. It's everyone. I mean, I know I stand for it, but you know, a lot of these live service games are trying to mimic that format, and not all of them are able to do it successfully. So salute to them on that. Damn, Dizzy stole a couple of mine that I'm gonna use as honorable mentions. I'm gonna put Titanfall as an honorable mention because that changed the game. That was transformative. Shout out to Respawn. I'm a huge Respawn fan. I'm a stand for them. Vince is the man. I love them. Those are the Modern Warfare 2, the Modern Warfare days. Salute to them.
Titanfall 1 or 2?
Oh, that's a good question. Man, I'm going to say Titanfall 2 is the better overall package, but Titanfall 1's gameplay was a little more tighter on certain things. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough because Titanfall 2 gave us the story we needed and an A+ story, because that was the only problem with Titanfall 1. But Titanfall 1, I do feel the multiplayer was more addictive. It controlled a little bit more tighter. Something about Last Man Standing and the balance was better in Titanfall 1 from a gate. That's just me, you know what I'm saying? But you can't go either wrong. So that's that.
I agree. I agree.
Salute there. Yeah, me and you, I know we share this. Me and
All facts.
Yeah.
All facts.
We shared it. Oh, yeah. Salute. Oh, Undead. Okay, I didn't know we was on the same page. I usually get attacked when I say that, so I didn't know. King is on another one. Breath of the Wild. I mean, listen, I'm a Sega kid. I began standing for Nintendo because of Breath of the Wild. Like, Breath of the Wild, the minute I saw that trailer, the minute I saw that commercial, you know, I knew they had one. It was definitely for me. Nothing, you know, it was the ultimate comeback, because King knows I literally threw Nintendo in the bushes for about 2 generations. I said to myself, I'm never buying a product from them. I did not like the Wii U. I wasn't about the Wii. I was done. I was theoretic. I was like, they're never taking third parties seriously. They don't want mature games. It's not the platform for me. I've outgrown them, right? And then the Switch came around, and then Breath of the Wild at launch, and I was like, yo, they got me. So salute to them. That was amazing. Yeah, then it comes down to this little ninja game that I could not believe. I remember when I seen it from Sucker Punch, and I'm like, okay, this is cool. Feudal Japan, you know, all right, cool. But it's rare for a game to live up to the hype to me, and I didn't know what I was getting into. And just the whole, you know, I put a shout out to, you know, LOGNET. We'll get into it. You know, I had a couple of write-ups on it, but I guess no one's done Ninja right, in my opinion. Usually there's something wrong with it. Either you don't got the narrative, or you're too action-based and not enough stealth. And this was a story of a man struggling with his internal code versus going a dark path into ninjutsu, basically. You know what I'm saying? And it was so well done. One of the best endings I've ever. I left my controller on the screen. You know, that I just left it. I didn't know what to do. I don't want to spoil that. It's very powerful. Ghost of Tsushima is the world in itself is a character. just the air, the blossoms, the cherry blossoms. Macho, you already know. You know what I'm saying? Like it is phenomenal. I love that game. The first and only PlayStation game I have platinumed. I loved every aspect of that game. That game is transformative. I can't wait. Sucker Punch. I couldn't believe it came from them. So salute to them. I just want to give 2 honorable mentions. Actually, XCOM, Water Chosen, huge turn-based guy. That's XCOM is my heart. XCOM 2 is almost
beautiful.
Perfect game. You know where we go, Pete. You know where we go, Petey. You know what I'm saying? XCOM 2, Water Chosen, one of the hardest games, but truly transformative, amazing in the genre. And a game that I want to add to this, because this is the only game that I've shown, not only gamers love it, but I've shown non-gamers this game. And every time I show non-gamers this game, they get addicted and they get into gaming. It's Inside. Inside that game, I don't know what is about that little boy and what the hell type of world is going on with him, but people play that game and I see their faces and then they try it. It's simple enough for a non-gamer to try it. And then I just watch them go through it. Oh, okay, so what you gonna do next? All right, what you gonna... It's such a cool thing. So yeah, that's my honorable mention. And yeah, man, anything else before we move on to the last thing? We get up out of here with the last topic. But those are mine. Any super chats I missed? I think we get good gaming in the building. Let's go. Boston in the building. What's going on? Dom and the crew. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Good to see y'all.
I just got to chime in one here.
Let's go.
For the game generation, I have to mention this one because I played it with my girlfriend.
Let's go.
Or now fiance.
Let's go.
Over a period of weeks, and my man, The Walking Dead Telltales.
Oh, yeah.
That entire seasons 1 through 4, just incredible. We
Shout
had
out to
such
Game
an
Pass.
amazing time.
Why you gotta throw Game Pass?
I'm just saying. Thanks for Game Pass allowing me to partake. I'm just saying.
Oh my
No,
god.
man, it's Clementine's journey throughout the entire Walking Dead Telltales. Just, oh my god, it's incredible. To the point where I had rewatched a playthrough on YouTube, and now I made the firm decision I'm gonna get a tattoo of Clementine's hat, maybe on the forearm or something. Because man, that story did.
Don't do
that.
that. Prisoner of the moment. Don't put that on your body. I would advise.
You would highly advise that, dude.
Yeah, you've been a very level-headed dude up until that statement. Let's leave that alone.
They did their thing with The Walking Dead, man. That's just incredible.
Yeah, let's keep it in memory.
You trying to save you for the tattoo. You trying to save you for the tattue.
Shout out to Clementine.
I feel like King is like, every time he brings up Game Pass, I feel like he's like a wine connoisseur, taking a little taste like here and there. Like, yeah, I'm gonna taste
partake in some Game Pass.
Yeah, yes. I'm gonna partake in this.
It's a buffet. Yeah. If you know, I don't think a lot of you dudes have been to a buffet. Yo, and the moment you get yourself into it, because I remember the first time I went to a buffet and they had a chocolate fountain. And that's the first time I saw like a chocolate fountain in my face. Like, okay. And then I seen a little kid with a chicken wing dipping it to the chocolate fountain. I said, that's what's going on here. And it was like, you can do whatever you like. Oh my God.
All of this is yours?
You really got to get to that buffet, man.
I feel that. Listen, man, we gonna move on because we can talk for great choices by everybody in the realm. Let's talk a little reflective, and I'm glad Lord Soul couldn't make it here. You know, we got LOGNET in the building, and it's a celebration. It's a celebration. You know what I'm saying? So we got the LOGNET. Look, man, very proud of what we're doing as a site. You know, I think one of the things I spoke to Ainsley yesterday, because I really look up I know me and just talk off air, and how we definitely respect a lot of things that they do, and trying to form our own identity. And one of the things that I think is really cool. First of all, shout out to Lord Josh, who couldn't make it. Lord Frost, definitely one of our top contributors, always on the reviews, killing it, you know what I'm saying, really helping us out. You know, he wanted to make it, but this was the first day in the UK where they could go out freely since the COVID thing. So salute to him and Lord Little Callan, you know what I'm saying, the young one. But no, I just want to salute, because I think like the vision for the site, you know, obviously there's a lot of news going on, and we definitely try to cover that. But one thing I'm very proud of all of you is the unique and personal natures of your stories, the editorials, the things that you guys bring to the site. And we got such a diverse mix. You know what I'm saying? From all over the world. We got Poland, we have Bahrain, we have everything. You know what I'm saying? We got Canada in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've got so much, and I'm just so proud that it's something in-house that, you know, we created, and Dizzy came to me with the vision. So Dizzy, I'm gonna set it off with you, and then we're gonna go to Undead. We're gonna go with editorial staff first. You know, just some milestones, Lords of Game.net, things you're proud of, or anything you want to salute, you know, that you want to talk about for LOGNET, Lord Diz.
Well, I mean, I would have to say, I mean, if you want to find a place where diversity is happening, not about where diversity should go in the industry, but where it actually is happening, it is happening here. As you spoke on, we have people all across the world, both, you know, man and woman.
Male and female. Hey, Rodimus, I saw your comment. Yeah, we got female gamers, brother. We got. Shout out to Lay Sharice. We got Julie.
You know, of all sorts of backgrounds. And shout out to my son who just got home.
Salute to the son.
The diversity is here. And so when people talk about, like, we need this in gaming, we need this, the thing is, you got to look to see who's actually doing something about it.
Right.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Just set up there.
We got young lords in it too.
So you got to look to where the diversity is happening. And whenever you say, like, hey, I don't like this place because they do this and they say this, look to the sites that are, and you know, LOGNET is us.
Yes.
There are a couple of us that we look to as our peers, as you mentioned, with like Seasoned Gaming or Wicked Good Gaming, who's out there.
Oh, yeah,
in the
salute
chat.
to Wicked Game. Yes, salute to them. Facts.
The way that they hold the news, the way that we deliver it, it's not, we're not trying to mimic the big sites. We're trying to be us.
Facts.
And so when you're saying, like, I want a site that doesn't do this, or I want a site that is trying to do this, look to these sites.
Facts.
Stop overlooking it, because we see when y'all be complaining about this big site, but you're the first to go to that big site.
Factual.
To hand it out when you could have gone elsewhere.
Feed the streets,
also
feed the
talking
wolves.
about it, you know, and I want to invite you to come look at all of these sites. You know, come look at us. Come look at Wicked Good.
Yes.
Come look at Seasoned Gaming, because we are offering what you're looking for. And I know that everything that I'm talking about is happening over at these other sites as well.
Factual. No, I agree, brother. I agree. Well said. Lord Undead, man, one of our big acquisitions. You've been rocking and rolling since you hit the ground running with us. Non-stop, high quality articles, high quality stuff. You know, just stuff you want to talk about. Any milestones, anything you personally want to celebrate, you know, with us at LOGNET, or, you know, the floor is yours, brother. What do you feel?
Well, let me take my hat off here.
Uh-oh.
I've spent I'm not gonna say a long time. I've been floating around the writing field for about 4 years now, creating content in different ways. I've done the YouTube side of things. I've done the writing side of things. I even dabbled in some PR at one point. I've done a lot of different things, and there's been things I found that I don't like. There's things that have gone wrong. There's been things that have left me incapable of creating content, or I've found myself in various situations. But one consistency has always been the people that are part of LOGNET as a whole. And what I mean by that is when things went south where I was before, I will not name names. I'm not no slander.
Fair enough.
But when things went south, the first person that was in my DMs going, what's going on, was LordCognito. And he was the first person that offered me a place afterwards, but was also kind enough to go, there is no pressure. Every other offer I had gotten was, hey, we need you right away. Can you do this? I was allowed to slowly progress into LOGNET over a 2-month period of slowly adjusting, getting used to everything, and moving in. And it was a great transition. And I can't speak. Dizzy mentioned diversity. And, you know, we always talk about diversity in the industry and everything else. And what's great about this site is the different voices. I'm not only one for diversity of how somebody looks or anything else. I want diversity of thought. And there's so many diverse thoughts that come out of this site. I'll click in the pending articles tab sometime. I'll see an editorial sitting there and I'm like, wow, okay, I never even thought like that, or I didn't even think of doing something like that. And I think that's the brilliance of independent sites, because we'll put something out, and if it doesn't do bank on views, it doesn't matter. We're proud that we put it out there. It's not dictated by a media site going, you need to hit this quota of views in order to stay relevant. We've seen big sites this year get closed, get shut down. US Gamer, rest in peace. They did great work, but the views just weren't the way they should be, and they got shut down by their corporate overlords, for lack of a better word. So, independence where it's at. I say that with no irony at all, is the fact that being independent is great, because you can create the content that matters to you and matters to the people that you write. I love when people come to me and go, hey, I've got this idea for an article, or hey, I need help with this. And that's what's great about this, is there's no, oh, this is leadership and you can't talk to leadership. It's, hey, I can kick ideas off of people. It's a family environment, and that's what makes LOGNET so special. And the fact that, like, since I joined up, even some of the talent that we've acquired since I've been here, and see the site growth, like year over year, it's like we're like 900% in some areas views. We're doing it naturally, though. There's no forcing anything. It's just coming naturally. And that's the most beautiful thing in the world. And this is why I created a LinkedIn this year, and I had no problem. LOGNET is the only thing I've put on my LinkedIn in terms of where I work, because there is nothing that has ever come out of this site that I am not proud to say that I would put my stamp of approval on, because every person here does something important and does something with their own unique voice that makes this site what it is. Every person is important and valued, and that is worth its weight in gold. And that's it.
Powerful, brother. Powerful. Shout out to A-Rod, as he said. Undead out here trying to make me cry like the Mandalorian ended. Man, it's real. Listen, man, thank you for those words. That meant a lot, and everything you said reverberated. Like, it's to the heart, and that's love, brother. We very, very fortunate to have you, and a lot of people, definitely speak highly of you and every the work that you do for us. You know what I'm saying? Again, I want to shout out as well Lord Josh, who couldn't make it. Again, so many people that couldn't make it that are not here. That's part of the team. We want to salute all of you, because you guys really contribute. Yeah, man, it's a lot. It's a lot going on with us. So let's get Lord Macho, man. Lord Macho, a Scribe of the Month winner. Someone who has been on the floors with us, being King, you know what I'm saying, and PD, in the floors of PAX, in the underground running, doing things, and tremendous articles and unique perspective as well. So what's your feeling? Anything you want to shout out? Any milestones? Any things you're proud of? What's going on with you and your feelings on LOGNET?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's kind of hard to believe that it's been a year and some change since I've been with the ILP and LOGNET crew. I mean, one of the biggest things that changed me and my work ethic and how I approach things, and just my overall professionalism when it comes to writing and just doing content distribution, was PAX. King, Cog, you guys know that. I was nervous. It was my first time actually.
Remember that dry run we was doing with the mics and the remember that? We were doing fake interviews to get you ready.
That floor was still cold. I wish I wore socks at it. But no, it's just you guys put me through the ringer, and it was one of the best things. It was one of the best experiences I ever had in my life. Just going to a gaming convention with people that love video games, that love to talk to people, that love to be in the the entire realm of it all, and it was just incredible. And you guys gave me that spotlight, and you said, "Here, talk." And the one thing I had to do with it was obviously just go with it. And
Facts.
I had to say thank you guys so much just for that in general. Just give me a voice.
Love.
Because again, I like what Zizzy was talking before, saying how like these other sites just weren't promoting diversity, and we were the ones to champion that. Factual. Right from day one, and that's what I recognized when you guys again gave me the microphone and say you talk here, you have a voice, talk, and you guys did that for me, and I can't be any more grateful for that. Which is why that when I put out an article, when I do my research, when I do a how-to or a walkthrough for you guys,
Genshin Impact is on fire, sir. Continue.
Exactly. And again, that's gonna get 110, 120% from me because you guys decided to give me the responsibility that I need to put out the great stuff. And of course, shout outs to Ancient Frost and Joshua for editing my reviews and making sure that they make sense.
Yo, he put a lot of red on my articles too. Send it back.
exactly. The thing is, like me. The thing is, I need that.
You need it, yeah.
I need. We need to hold back the reins because I can go off. I can go on a tangent and go to against maybe, but you'll say no. Pull it back. Here's the point that you probably want to make. Can we adjust it?
Facts.
So again, it's an entire group effort, which is I can't appreciate enough. And again, shouts to everybody, all the leaders. You guys are leaders. Dizzy, King, Cog, Undead, and anybody else, man. You guys are leaders, and we all work together to put the best content. I couldn't be any more proud of that. And yeah, man, when I wear these hoodies outside, when I wear these shirts, it's not because I need something to wear. It's because I want to wear it, and people need to know what we're doing.
Oh, dude. Love Mandalorian tears right now. All right, let me keep it together. Oh, salute, no, brother. That was from the heart. And you have no idea how much we appreciate you and everything you do. And also, salute to you for grabbing the assistant editor role, just helping out on editing as well. You are sending up the ranks yourself, and looking forward to the future, giving you a platform and giving you a voice as well. Tremendous stuff. Also, I advise everyone to hit the must-read section of lordsofgaming.net. Some of the most powerful pieces. Dizzy has got some stuff up there. Real life situations. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with his issues. You know what I'm saying? Undead, the same thing. Nick's got powerful pieces dealing with real life issues. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. My boy Hector, he's got dealing with relationships during the pandemic, real issues with gamers, and again, that's the stuff that I'm the most proud of. And also, we gotta salute high, man. We didn't put the Lord admin up in the building. One of the best site admins, always available, always helping us out when we got to. But we got two more LOGNET on the panel that we gotta talk to. So before we get the Rook, I gotta get one of the OGs, man. Lord Petey's, he's still there. I don't see Pete. Where's Petey in the building?
Oh, I'm here.
Okay, because Zoom didn't show me. But Petey,
the bar's too long.
No, yeah, the bar's too low. So salute to you, man, because you are like the silent partner in the background that does so much for us. You're the unsung hero. You're the person that does so much in the background, as well as the code acquisitions and so many things to keep our writers engaged and just getting our name out to the forefront, as well as when pre-pandemic, going to the shows, and you're our number one guy. You're the guy who gets us ready to go. Everything's on point. Transportation.
Schedule.
He's annoying me and King about what train we need to get. But it's all for good purpose, to keep us in line and keep us in schedule. Shout out to Stitch with the $2 petty super chat. Amazing words, but you're still wrong about Final Fantasy VII. salute to Stitch for being petty about Final Fantasy VII. But no, let's get to it, bro. Your contributions, how you feeling about LOGNET, anything you want to say in reference to LOGNET?
I mean, I'll make it very, very quick, because I think a lot of everyone on the team has, made a lot of the same valid points that I would do the same. From what we started when it was, 2.5 years ago, maybe a little longer than that, since I've been a part of the team and everything. Seeing the growth between the website, the YouTube page, seeing, all the content that everyone is producing, and seeing how hard everyone is working as a team, the communication amongst everybody else. I mean, it's pretty amazing, and it's really, really great to see a group of people that are wanting to work with each other and are willing to take criticism for things that they aren't able to do 100% correctly, and go, okay, hey, why don't you try this and kind of make it like this? Oh, I don't like this, why don't we do it like this? So I've learned a lot from my writing techniques that have actually been a little bit better now than they were then. But for seeing the whole entire back end of what it needs to be done, and kind of help just to support everybody, and to kind of help doing a lot of the codes and things, and everything like that, it's pretty amazing. And I'm very proud to be part of that person, even though you don't see me on the front line, just like everybody else, like Hector and Undead and Dizzy and all of our other writers, and it's amazing to see the growth of those individuals and to see how happy they are. Factual. Which is a real great thing to see.
Factual. I also want to shout out Lord Gene, who couldn't make it. He was really busy.
Gene.
Gene is amazing.
He's hilarious, that guy.
Yeah, he's hilarious. Super proud to work with him. We've got so much. Again, Lord Mods, who couldn't make it. You know what I'm saying? We've got so many people that couldn't make it today that we got to shout out because their contribution. Lord Chalish. I mean, the list goes on. David Urion, he's been on fire, giving us diversity as far as articles with movies, the movie industry, stuff like that. Also, got to before I transition to what you call it, I got to shout King out because the KOS man, you know what I'm saying, up in the building, you know what I'm saying. So we got to shout him out too. But also we got a new addition, and he's on the panel today. And again, that is Lord J. Thompson, the Soul, Lord Soul, making an immediate impact. Has been super tremendous, in his early stages with us, man. So just in general, you know what I'm saying, you're the new kid on the block, sir, and it's your feelings of LOGNET and just things in general.
Yeah, I mean, I've only been here for I think probably 2 months or something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I echo a lot of your guys' statements. Is that the thing that's been most apparent for me, just the little time that I've spent here, is just how approachable everyone is, right?
Dope.
I don't feel nervous or afraid about approaching Nick, for instance, and asking hey, what do you think about this piece? I have this idea. What do you think about this? Or going to Frost and what would you do about the SEO for an article like this or whatever? Everyone is just so ready to help, right?
Yes.
And I think that's the coolest thing. And then just another thing that's just been most apparent is just how passionate everyone is and just how hard everyone works too, man. Sometimes I feel like I've seen Nick drop 4 articles in a row or something like that, and I'm like, damn, you see that and it only makes you want to work harder, that much harder, right?
He's a machine.
And Gene,
I can vouch for that.
Yeah,
maybe
for
work
sure.
harder.
For sure. And seeing the stuff that Gene puts out, man, it's and Macho with his guides with Spider-Man and the stuff that he was doing with Genshin, man. It's just you see all that stuff and it makes this job that much more fun, and also makes you want to work harder, just seeing how hard everyone else is going. It's okay, I need to step my game up as well.
No doubt.
But yeah, man, it's just been a joy since day one. Everyone's really, really cool. And yeah, I mean, I look forward to more articles with you guys, man. You guys have been the best.
Much appreciated, man. Like I said, tremendous addition to the team. We've been loving what you've been doing. You've been putting out quality, and yeah, salute to you, man. It's really cool to have you on board, and looking forward to more. So I want to bring it to King, man. I want to ask King a slightly different question as we're gonna wrap up. But obviously LOGNET, you know what I'm saying. But the rest of the laws obviously couldn't make it here, so I got me and my bro, the King, another year, ILP. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff has happened, right? A lot of stuff, man, and tremendous year. So first, I want to thank you because you bring so much energy to this podcast. You are not only the funniest person I know. I love you like a brother. You already know, but your dedication, you rarely miss at all. Sometimes I got to tell you to be on timeout to rest yourself because I get worried. The man don't sleep sometimes. He's here every week, and I'm just proud, man. I'm so proud of what we're doing. This is something we did from the block. Now, you know what I'm saying, on the big screen, and the love is tremendous. So I want to thank you personally for that live on air. I got to give my bro his roses while he can smell them. But how you feeling about IOP, another year, and of course LOGNET?
All right, I want to start with LOGNET first, and it's the order that I'm going to go in is very purposeful. I love to take my hat off to Dizzy.
Yeah.
From the conception of LOGNET, right? First, my belief in ILP is second to none.
None. More believing in me. It's a fact. I put that on record. He's like, this we doing this. Go ahead, brother.
If I believe in something wholeheartedly, I give it my 120%, no matter what. I saw COG on my Xbox at E3, and at that period of time, we were at a flux in our life, and I was wrong, and I had to fix it. So I said, he's never going to California alone again. I said he's not gonna be on my Xbox without
No more
me.
Dolo trips for me.
And never again. And I came on to ILP and it was in flux. And I remembered our chemistry that we have for Saturdays. The Saturday chemistry is, if you think this scratches the surface of what Saturdays was, you're sadly mistaken. But I realized by doing ILP, everybody had these Saturdays.
Yeah, we started to realize around the world.
Yeah,
so many friends did this.
Yeah, we all the same creature. We have been infected with the same disease, and we all have the same addiction.
And gaming, brother.
All right, and it's gaming. But Dizzy, I take my hat off to you, sir, because when we were talking in the backgrounds with the direction of ILP and going to lordsofgaming.net, you are the most self-sacrificing,
facts,
humblest person I know. You are the strongest person I know.
Facts.
Because you are sitting there on a 3-hour show with a smile, going through whatever you're going through.
He's going through it, yeah.
And you are here. You are present. You're accounted for, and you have gave so much of yourself to make lordsofgaming.net into whatever it is right now. You. Because to be honest with you, without you, this doesn't happen here. This is very specific. You know what I'm talking about, and I know your sacrifice.
Facts.
All right. Snaldo.
He said, "Who be?"
At first, I thought he was OCD personified.
Yeah, he's the job. That's crazy.
I thought so. But Saldo is the most dependable person that you can lean on. He is the honest person. He is true to his character at all times. Yeah. He is somebody that you can trust. He is a true friend.
Yes.
He is probably one of the hardest workers, one of the most diligent planners.
Factual.
That you can have on your team. That is somebody that you can lean on and know that he's going to handle his job when given that specific task. And he's unapologetically him.
Yeah.
And I love that about him.
Salute.
My time with you when going to PAX has been amazing. Your insight and your knowledge on certain things, on how to plan and how to minimize stress and how to make sure I pack my bag right. Little things to make things easier. He's a strategic planner, and everybody needs that war general that can plan the floor out. Listen, I'm standing with him at PAX, and I said, I don't know which way to go. He said, you had it upside down this way. This is how you look at it now. And he's explaining to me how to get it done. Thanks. And without this war general on the floor, a lot of times I would have been lost. That is true. Total 100 respect for you, for all the things that you've done for KOS in the background, for all the things that you have done for LOGNET in the background, for the stream team, for your diligence, for your hard work. I truly salute you, sir.
Yes, sir.
And now owning a tripod.
yo.
Shout out to the tripod gang.
Got that tripod.
Tripod gang. We used to laugh at you. Now we joined the club.
Yes, got that tripod. Macho.
Woo.
The fearless young warrior. I was nervous as hell going to that PAX because I didn't have Sovereign.
Yeah, we have Solve. Yeah,
right.
He took some of the Solve role. Yeah,
and you know when we get in the house together and we were saying who was going to be in the house, you know, Hyde. Shout out to Hyde.
Salute.
That's a special dude in my heart. I'm like, Macho. He's like, yeah, he just started. Whatever. I said, okay. And you got your shirts and your stuff, and you were there. You put faith into people that you've never met to live in a house with people that you don't know.
Facts.
But you had a belief inside your heart. Something told you, I need to do this. Something told you, for me to go forward, I must make this step and take this leap of faith. And that's what I said when I read that thing on your page. I don't know if it was your Instagram or your Facebook. And I said, that is so him. Because when that day, as soon as you got there, I had to know that you were war ready. And as you know, I always walk around with my camera, my microphone, and I'm always ready to go.
Time.
Always. I don't give if we drinking or eating. If it's a time, it's a time. And we got you ready. And I said, still had questions. And when we got to that little indie thing, indie showcase, and we were drinking, and everybody thought it was gonna be a party night. I'm like, yo, come on, let's go over here, let's do this. I'm talking to this developer right now. Let's go. He's like, right now? Yeah. And you hit the floor running.
Dope.
You are exactly the model that everybody should follow. Follow your heart, be fearless, and give 110%, and great results will come of this.
Factual.
Great results. And I have no doubt in my heart, after reading your article on Final Fantasy, no doubt in my heart that you're going to be mentioned with the names of the great writers and stuff like that, because you're fearless in what you're doing and you're passionate. And I've seen you on the floor. We have done interview. And then once you got the cadence, brother, you were like a machine.
Yeah, he's in his bag. Salute.
And yeah, we couldn't have been as successful as we was without you on that floor. And I was so proud of the stuff that you was doing. But what took it a step further is when you went and you translated all that stuff upstairs when we was in the media room and you was working. We had our heads down. I'm editing, you're editing, we're working, you're translating, you're working. As people probably thought we was going to have a whole bunch of fun. It was all work. 100% work. And you were there for all that work, and I salute you, sir.
Facts. Have to give him his roses on the Platinum Games interview. Like
Undead.
Yeah. Oh, let's go. Get your
Undead.
Get your Undead boss. Get him.
The beast from Canada.
Yeah.
I knew what you were before you got here.
I was like, I gonna go get Kyrie right now.
I was poaching you. I was poaching you.
Let me go get Kyrie. Yeah, King was your number one poach.
Before anything was going wrong. Sometimes you know what a man brings to a situation. I say you are salt. You know how you eating a meal and you're like, it's missing something, man.
Facts.
It's missing something. And you sprinkle a little bit of salt on it.
Shaker. Where that Canadian shaker at?
Ah, there you go. That's that flavor right there. You bring that flavor. You bring that essence. You brought what was missing to LOGNET. And me and Cog was talking in the background. I don't know how to approach this situation. I said, yo, don't give him no demand. I said, just let the man. Let him understand. Let him see. Let him survey the land. Just. But his fear was somebody else might grab you up. I said, no. He's coming out of a stressful situation. Just chill. He don't know who to trust.
Give it up the boardroom talk.
Just let him see. Just let him see. And brother, your knowledge, your know-how, you have taken it from level A to level S plus. Yeah. You know, you have been a certified driving force.
Factual.
To get that, is it Open Critic?
Oh, yes.
To get that.
Work in that. Yeah.
I was so proud for you. I was absolutely 100% proud for you. Because I know how hard and what you were doing, where, and I know the trials and tribulations, and I truly understand and I respect it. You know, I wish that we would have got a chance to hook up at E3, you know, just pandemic and stuff like that. But that's going to happen, sir. And you're going to see how we really get down. You're going to see what it really is about, because you deserve that.
Fact. Macho and Jen got a taste.
Yeah, you deserve that.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all didn't get the E3 taste, but y'all.
Salute.
And my brother Soul. 2 months in, and you're making your presence felt.
Yes.
So this time next year, we're gonna have a whole resume on you, and you're gonna contribute to the same level that you started off with, and keep that same cadence. And I love the fact that you said everybody is approachable, because we're not gods. There ain't nobody in here, any gods. There ain't nobody Kratos in here. You know, you can actually knock on everybody's door. You got a question, oh, I need this or whatever. We are 100% here for you, 100% at all times.
Facts. Real quick, let me just shout. I got it because I don't want to miss this. Gaming Forte with $10 super chat. Thank you for all the content you bless us with each and every week. The Four Horsemen may be the face of ILP, but there are so many people that make this ship sail. That is so true. Love you all and keep being great. And also, shout out Lord Jeans in the chat. He said, my liver is right against Congressman because he was late last night. He couldn't make it because of the liver, but we respect you in the chat.
We know how you party, baby.
We know how you party, son. We know how it gets down. But he writes hard. He works hard.
Cog.
Yo.
Oh, man. You.
Don't you make me cry here. Stop it.
It's absolutely amazing. You're amazing. I've always knew you were something special. I always knew it. From the moment I met you, I knew you were absolutely special. I also knew, like Run DMC, like Rakim, and Eric B, like Kid and Play, me and you together can conquer the world.
Factual.
First, I would like to tell you thank you for that last word you guys just did. I would like to say thank you for that last word. If you haven't seen the last word, please go see it. It's very impactful. It's a very true to life episode that you have to see. I'm not going to spoil it for you. I just want you guys to see it to understand how special this individual is. Now, to learn all the stuff that he learned, to learn from the Elgato to the keyboard, to the background, to sit there and to learn this stuff. He's an IT tech, but to learn the ins and outs and to be willing to listen and manage. He is a modern day Phil Jackson. To manage egos, to learn how to control the flow of a show. Because I go on other shows and some dudes just let me talk. And they don't know how to control. They
let you run loose?
They think that's what I do. They don't understand. They don't know how integral you are. They don't know that. But it's Kid and Play. It's Run DMC. It's you spitting bars. It's a flow.
You know, we're in pocket.
He understands. Now, sometimes he may have doubts because he always looks at it from the prism of everything, and he doesn't look at it as absolute. I look at it as absolute. Like we're not gonna fail. We're not gonna fail. And he's like, but King, what about? But we're not gonna fail. So, so he brings a level-headed, even-handed, well-needed presence to everything. Every person that you talk to, everybody here can tell you the same thing. Anything goes wrong with them, you're the first person that's yo, you okay? You all right? First and foremost, as a person, your level of caring is second to none. I know that for a fact because everybody in here can attest to that. Not one person can say that you haven't reached out. I'm very poor at that. that is your strength. That is your pinnacle. You have always been a source to lean on for everyone, and you always care the most. You are the heart that makes this thing beat, that makes it go forward. So you say, I never miss a day, because you don't. And if you happen to miss it, it's because you have a work thing that you have to do that's someplace else that was remote. So you're the most responsible, you're the most caring, you're the heart of ILP and LOGNET. When you were helping edit articles and get stuff out and push things here and do this and do that, and you were still screaming, yo, I need a little bit of help. I'm gonna get some. You were still pushing forward. So I salute you, because without you, this doesn't work.
Thank you, brother. That means a lot. That means a lot. And damn, was it gonna do this on no stream? But yeah, you hit the fields.
He's right about that. There's a couple of times where I had to tell Hyde, hey, remove his editing abilities on the site. Let the editors take care of it. Because the work ethic.
I appreciate y'all. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. The King definitely hit home for me. Yeah, man, I'm super proud. I'm super proud because I know we have good people. I know that what we're doing is something special. Everyone's passionate, and it just shows. And I couldn't have been with a better team. You know what I'm saying? And I just love what everyone brings to the table. It's unique, and we're gonna keep doing special things. And I really appreciate y'all. Thank you for that, King. I definitely. Sometimes you do need to hear stuff sometimes, and I know I'm not a person that takes compliments well, but sometimes you do need to hear that, and it really hit home. Everybody, man, obviously Dizzy, you know, our relationship, you know, you coming to me with the vision and being selfless with that. You know, Petey, you've been there from the beginning. We know each other personally. We work together. You're saying you know how we get down, and just to see you jump on board, hide the vision as well. I want to give Josh some credit too, because, you know, he's doing it for the love of the game, and he's got his own career going on. He's got a lot of things going on, but he is one of the best editors of just the English language. You know what I'm saying? And how to put things together. And yeah, it's special, man. And Undead, man, you took us to the next level. You know what I'm saying? You made this thing reputable, special, super proud. Gene and Mantra, you guys are like the core of this, keeping this thing moving. You know what I'm saying? We got so much talent, man. I want to shout out Mods Gaming as well. You know, Mods was there from the very beginning, you know, when we were just a thought, and he literally was carrying the site. You know, from a technical acumen standpoint, I was hoping he could make it, but I know I gave him a last minute, but I want to shout him out. But look, man, we got something special going. As far as LOGNET, super proud, everybody, what we're doing, the diversity. As far as ILP, I think we have a unique voice. I think that, you know, we try to strive to be positive. You know, we try to strive to give even opposite opinions a voice. Salute to all the people who came by. We had a tremendous year, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We had, you know, Bill Stillwell on this show, Jason Reynolds on this show, Jason Schreier on this show, RyanMccaffrey on, like, for people to want to come on to our platform, you know what I'm saying? To feel comfortable, to trust us, to talk and know that they're going to be respected. It's amazing. You know what I'm saying? 5K subs. Like, you know, so much has happened this year. We still went to a convention in the pandemic.
I was like, we go.
We going, you know what I'm saying? You know, and we had bigger things planned. Undead knows. Bigger things planned. Dizzy knows. Like, obviously, we didn't get a chance to do that in the summer, but sometimes it was a blessing. One of the things for me personally, obviously, I'm calling myself Cognito Unlocked, but yo, it was a geek dream for me to kind of be on a platform and be asked by the community, hey, get LordCognito. Damn, I'm trying to keep it together. Get LordCognito on the show. And it means a lot. It means a lot. I'm just a kid from the South Bronx. I love games. I love y'all. I love everyone in this chat. We got special things popping for next year. I want to shout out Addict. I want to shout out Solve. Those two really complete the show. You know, Addict, you know, from the passion, from day one, pushing me to get into this thing. You know, when I had my doubts, as well as King, you know what I'm saying, pushing me and saying that we got something. You know what I'm saying? Dizzy from telling from day one, nah, man, y'all, Dizzy from day one, yo, y'all got something. Like, to hear that, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Anchorman as well. He was the one we be in the party chats. Yo, y'all should be a podcast. This is the stuff that I'm hearing, and this should be a podcast. Anchorman doesn't get enough respect. Shout out to Wicked Good. I see you, bro. It's just really special. Hi, everybody. But like, yeah, like, and Sov, I want to give Sov some credit too, because he's the, you know, he does so much to keep things balanced, and to give. He's the like the ore. He steadies it. You know what I'm saying? And he does so much behind the scenes. So salute, man. And in the chat, y'all already know what it is, man. Like, I'm gonna cry. I don't want to cry on the street, so I got to move on. But thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. That means a lot. And salute to everybody that listens to us. 2021 is going to be more special. We got things cracking. You know, I'm super excited. You know, a lot of things to debut. And, oh, wow. Shout out to Daniel with the $5 super chat. Shout out to Cognito being on 3 podcasts in the last 2.5 days. Doing around 9 hours of talking, he challenged Gaming Forte. Yeah, I'm coming for Gaming Forte spot. I'm coming for Forte spot. But look, man. The Lords, with no poll this year, but no poll because we're going to end it off. But the Lords will return January 3rd, 1 p.m. Eastern. We're coming back at 1 for King's Eyes and rest. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can sleep and have a good one. You know what I'm saying? And then Attic and King, again, send some love to Attic. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he got his power back. Send some love to Solve. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the man's been working hard. And it's not the stitch. You got a lot of TCLs for sure. Yeah, but look, man, thank y'all for the jokes. Thank y'all for saying the swags, the sayings. That's all I got. If anybody got anything else, we're going to end off 2020 like this. And again, thank every LogNet for pulling up, man. This was tremendous. I'll actually just give you outros before we do that. Let's get Dizzy, Undead, you know, everybody. Let's get the outros and get up out of here. So, Diz, anything you want to say to the people before we roll out?
No, it's just been a great ride. As bad as 2020 is, you know, I think that we're ending it off on a high note. iDizzy across the board, Twitter, gaming, all of that. Unless you want, as Cognito says, the social security to the Nintendo ID, then I just hit me up and I can give you that. But yeah, I invite everybody, come check out LogNet. Continue to come every Sunday. We love you all.
Salute. You already know. Lord Undead, Assistant Editor-in-Chief. Where can the find people find what you got going on, sir?
Well, if you want to, you can follow me on Twitter at Undead3XVI. You can find all my YouTube stuff at the Gaming Perspective Podcast. We go live every 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays. And yeah, it's been a hell of a ride for 2020. And yeah, I kept it PG through this whole show. So I'm really proud of myself.
And you brought pants. You brought pants.
And I wore pants. Yes, I wore pants and I kept it PG. So credit to you guys for keeping me in line. And yeah, credit to all of you for everything you guys do. Absolutely. And so Cognito, Kind of Funny Games 2021. Let's go. Let's get that hype train rolling.
I won't say no. But salute. You already know. Lord Petey. Where can the 5 people find you?
Snaldo on everything. Twitter, Discord, Twitch, where I am every night pretty much. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. And I just wanted to say I'm so proud of everybody from LogNet to ILP. Want to tell everybody in the chat, you know, make sure you're hitting those like buttons. Make sure you guys are, you know, subscribing and checking us all out. Make sure you're checking out these guys every single dang week. And we got a lot of really cool things on the YouTube page that are planned for next year. That's going to be pretty good. So make sure you guys are checking everything out. So thanks again, Cog and King and Addict and Sob.
I can't wait till I go to a convention with you again. That's gonna be fun.
Man, I am so pumped. I cannot wait. I'm like, I'm sitting there like ready to bump. Yeah. Oh my God.
Well, hopefully PAX, it'll be this PAX.
Yeah. They said PAX is summer, so we'll see.
Yeah, well, I'm holding those days to it, right?
So I'm gonna take a flight out there because they owe me money. So they don't want to give me back my money, so I'm taking a flight.
Savage.
I will be taking the train, and I will be going. I will be taking the. And I will not. I will not be going coach this time. All right, so I'm planning for that. So that is already in the budget. Sir.
Me neither. I'm be going first class to Boston.
Shout out to the 1 hour flight.
Oh my God.
Salute.
Right.
You already
Thanks,
know. Lord Hector. Lord Macho, man. Where can the 5 people find what you got going on, sir?
Yeah, man. Twitter. That's where I'm most active at. So hit me up on Twitter at Hector_Ram, capital II. I'm always promoting LOGNET stuff. I'm always giving off my hot takes on gaming. Always giving the good word of Final Fantasy VII.
That's right. Preach it, brother. Preach it. Preach the scripture.
And always chiming in on the food takes. Like, yo, is that a roast con pollo?
Yeah, I'm like,
The Boricua come out quick.
Those totones, you got
Is
to
this
catch up with
totones,
those.
man?
Salute.
Yeah, man. I'm excited for the future of LOGNET, man. Seriously, I'm making big plans for LOGNET in terms of certain articles I want to put out and walkthroughs and stuff like that. Get a little stuff on the back burner. Of course, I gotta focus on the fiance. We got a wedding to plan.
No doubt.
But no doubt, coming in for PAX, coming for E3. You don't want to miss convention with these guys.
We got him, young boy.
And it's gonna be a great year, 2021. Hopefully everything's good with everything else that's going on in the world, the pandemic and all that. But you know what? Coming in for all that stuff, man. We're gonna be in there. So we're constantly for 2021, all right?
Let's do it, baby. 2021. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hype. I'm pumped. Lord Soul still with us? Oh, he's still there? I didn't see him there. Soul still there? He there. Okay, Soul.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, there you go. What's going on, brother? Where can they find people find you? What you got going on?
Yeah, I'm most active on Twitter at the Book of JT. JT is capitalized. First of all, thank you guys for having me on, man. Like, it's crazy, like being a fan for a minute and just kind of watching in the background and then just like actually being on here. I feel like a deer in headlights. This is nuts, man.
Salute for supporting us. I never knew that. I never knew that you followed us. For sure. That's dope.
Yeah, I mean, just keep it tuned to LOGNET, man. We have a lot of stuff coming in the pipeline. I know me and Macho are we're talking about working on something. So that's really exciting. And yeah, man, again, been a great year. Excited for the future, and thanks for having me on.
Salute, brother. Appreciate your contribution. And like I said, sky's the limit for you, man. We see the talent. It speaks for itself. You already know. And of course, the king got me damn near tearing up with his powerful ass.
Tried to make you cry.
Oh, he did a good job. So real
grab
quick.
That super chat.
Yeah, grab the super chat real quick. Gamer by choice, 12 hours. God bless ILP and podcast for being great for gaming. Wow.
Respect, brother.
Respect. Lord King, man. Powerful stuff today. Where can find you? What you got going on, sir, as we end 2020?
I want to say thank you to all 5,040 people that hit that subscribe button. I want to take time to thank everybody that's in the Patreon. I want to take time to thank everybody who's joined the realm. I want to take time for every person that has went to the merch store and purchased anything. Anything. I don't care if it's a pair of socks. I don't care. I want to take time to thank the people that didn't subscribe, that hits the thumbs down, who shows up every week with your dedication. I want
your dedicated hate.
To thank every person that watches and still is undecided. I just want to thank you for even taking the time out, your time, because you could be doing anything, but you're doing this thing
here with us, baby.
So no matter how you're doing it, I just want to thank you. You can catch me at King David OTW on Twitter. Iron Lords Podcast everywhere else. That's on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. KOS will be up this week. I know I keep telling you that the Maestro is going to be up this week, but I had to find my reference book. I had to go through my Hulk stash to get that Future Imperfect to tell you about the greatest fight that in my opinion, with the Hulk versus the Thing. And I'm going to give you that story. And also on the back end of that, since KOS has been like 2 weeks out, I'm going to give you Baby Yoda. Go rule. So I'm going to give you a little quick history of him. His unboxing was very short, Got two of them. Got one for me, got one for the wife. But man, a whole year.
Yes, sir.
And y'all have no idea what we have in store for you for next year. I just want to say one thing. I gave it out to you guys. I thought you guys spit bars. I told you guys to hit me up on Twitter.
True.
King David OTW. And what's up? I need artists. I need artists. You thought I was joking? I want those bars. If you want to be immortalized, if you want to be synonymous with something, hit me up. Like, I've never known any scared rappers. Is Eminem? Is there some Eminem someplace? I don't want you throwing up no spaghetti up on your shirt, but just spit them bars.
Shoot that.
Come on, give me a fake Joe Button something. I was all passionate about Joe Buttons, right? Well, then get into my DMs. Pause.
Spit your bars, man. Something special. If you want an opportunity.
Time is running out. Don't let that run off to somebody else that don't deserve it. You deserve it. You're looking in the mirror every day. You know, palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms is heavy. You that same dude, get up out there and just get into the DMs, man.
Lying.
Make your moment.
Man,
live like macho.
Exactly. He ain't lying. Dano says Addict not sent his albums he made on the side. No. Look, man. So look, yeah, King is right. Yo, again, aspiring artists, if you got some hot 16s, you got some bars, you got some lyrics, please hit up the King. Something very cool is cooking up. And we'd like, the community to be a part of it. So salute to him on that. Please hit him up. Yeah, King said it best, man. But again, tremendous year. Again, I want to salute also the supporters of ILP, man. So many of our brothers, our contemporaries, you know what I'm saying, that always show us love. Shout out to Boom. Shout out to Fonz. Shout out to Brad. There's so many people, man. I mean,
Dealer,
the RDX, the Xbox 2, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bill Stillwell, Ainsley. Like,
Wicked Good Gamer.
Wicked Good is in there, you know what I'm saying? Like, the list goes on. If I didn't say your name, I still love you. Just so many names. But it's just like, again, to get the love from your peers, you know what I mean? It's also super humbling, you know what I mean? So, look, everybody enjoy your holiday. That's all I got. We are going to do
Don't drink and drive.
Yes, be safe. Be safe. Like I said, the Lord's come back. Again, we can take a week off. We'll be back January 3rd, 1 p.m. Eastern. That's all I got. Everybody enjoy your Sunday. Be safe. And we out of here. Peace.
Put your mask and gloves. Don't be talking to people.